Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to this weekly reading from March 6th to March 12th. But today I'm going to talk to you. So if you're new here, my name is Sabrina. I do an extended of the zodiac signs. You can find them at timestamps below. But right now I'm going to talk to you about March 2023. So we've already gone through 6 days of March and we're alive. But also we are in a massive astrologically intense month. March 7th. So before I even get into everything, how are you guys doing? I see it, I understand it. Like February was so uncomfortable. There was so many like shifts for me. And I had sleepless nights, erratic thoughts, like a lot of like heavy energies, the physical, still the physical with this full moon in Virgo, I'm feeling that. But like last night I slept literally 3 hours. I was like in bed like, what the hell, it was, but I feel like energized today. I feel like, I don't know, like I got a boost of adrenaline this morning or something. So I'm curious to see how you guys are feeling. So let's begin. March 7th is huge. It's the full moon in Virgo to start. So I brought out my cards. The moon, Virgo, is represented by the Hermit, but also the High Priestess. So full moon's all about release, right? Releasing energies, this build up from the new moon or from like just life in general. It's like the moon is emotional, water, right? The water is very significant on this day, as is for the rest of the month. I will explain. So Virgo is, like I said, the Hermit card or the High Priestess, which are one and the same kind of thing. They're both leaders. He's in the dark and she's like out there saying, yo, I don't care. I'm like, she's a connection to source, right? To me, what's happening for this full moon in Virgo is there's a massive cleansing happening of old stories, but really, like I talk always, there's a cleansing of old stories, but I really feel like this time, the most uncomfortable relationships you've had, the most uncomfortable issues you have in your life are like, hey, this is it. We need to cleanse it out. We need to clean it. It's like done. Stop holding on. Stop attaching to this. Right? The Virgo is like a purification of the body. It's self-care, right? It's healing. But I almost feel like this full moon is getting us ready for the month. It's getting us ready for what's to come. So it's like it's like the are we going to hold on to these energies anymore? Are we going to keep repeating the same patterns, the same behaviors? Is it time to say goodbye? Is it time to say goodbye with this full moon? So I was doing like research, which I say not to do, but sometimes I look it up to confirm what I'm thinking, right, and what I'm getting as messages. And I came across this Sabian symbols, which I'm sure some of you know that. It's symbols that relate to the zodiac wheel. So there's 360 of them. And the Virgo is at 17 degrees in this full moon. And that symbol is the volcano. So if you've been listening to me for a long time, I know that March, I always said there's going to be some territorial changes in the world. So when I saw this volcano, I was like, yo, dude. And I'm just going to explain to you what the meaning is. A volcanic eruption bringing dust, clouds, flowing lava, earth rumblings. I was like, what? So that doesn't have to be physical realm, which I believe it will be a little bit. But it could also be bringing up like the volcanic eruption between and you, like bringing up those old hurts, those old wounds, things that like you've been like keeping inside. It's time for the eruption. It's time to release, because I can't tell you how many times I get clients that come back year after year with the same problems, like the same stories that they cannot release or they choose to hold on to. And we are moving away from this, we're moving like into a higher consciousness, and it cannot sustain us anymore. If you remain in density, you stay in density. Like if you it's almost like a choice you're going to start to make in 2023. That's what I'm feeling more and more. A lot of us are at a soul level and at a human level. It's time to choose. Like, do you want to hold on and keep attaching yourself to this old story, or is it time for you to move? So like I said on Instagram and Facebook, I've been getting messages. It's like the changing of the old guard. It's time. It's like you're moving into, you're in the shift. This is it. So get ready. And that's why we've been getting you ready for the past 3 years. You know, you've been going up and down, feeling all the feels, and now it's time. But if you get stuck in your old, not in your old, but you get stuck in your little journey here of your relationship, of your career, of your friends, of your that, then you're stuck. And it's not to create fear in you. It's to like help you like raise, like step into that awareness. Say, okay, yeah, I don't need to be there. This is far bigger picture here. Far bigger picture. But it's comfortable. It's not comfortable. It's going to be, and it's interesting. It's going to become even more uncomfortable in here. And out there it's going to become more like, okay, woo, right? That's why we need to go there. But like I said, for me, I feel like there's a few more years of the dark night of the soul, of the world soul. There's still going to be a lot of planetary, but also, we need to, the world's going to change. Like, I know it. I feel it in my heart. And sometimes I'm with people who are, like yesterday I went to a cafe and I was working there and I was like, eavesdropping. Obviously, there's people all over me and I'm listening. And I'm like, oh my God, there's, like, it's true that I do sound strange when I talk to people because I'm always talking about all this, like, what's coming, or I'm excited and I'm detaching and like I realized, oh my God, they're still talking about the same thing we've always been talking about. How I look, and I need to get breast implants, and I need to do this, and I'm like, wow, man. Anyways, but I'm not judging them because I've been there, but it's just like, it's time. And there's no like pussyfooting around this anymore. That's what I feel like. We had, like, it's time to like really connect to your soul, connect to your heart. That's this full moon in Virgo, but also the Saturn in Pisces. But I want to finish with this full moon in Virgo because I feel also there's going to be like a boost of creativity and artistry coming out of this, like self-healing. Like, you can heal yourself anyways, but more of that awareness, stepping into like, you know what, like, yeah, the way you plant the way you take care of your plants in your garden, you're so great at that. You're so good in your garden or your plants. We're so good at taking care of them. And why aren't you doing it to yourself? Because you are the mirrors of each other. So why can't we, like, it's that realization, like, wow, man, if I take care of myself, then the whole world flourishes and blooms because of me. Because of you, because of him, because we're all one whole, right? It's not because of Sabrina that the whole world. It's because I'm creating practices to reflect, to allow the earth to bloom. Like one person. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's how we work together. So full moon in Virgo for me is like an explosion of ideas. There's like a changing. There's a purification of the earth, the body. There's this, for me, I've been feeling this, my body change. It's like, it's intense to me because I do actually feel the organs moving around, like, I don't know, even disappearing, if anything. I don't know, like, just like, there's things moving around, making space for the light body. It's like, pay attention if you can, if you want to, right? I'm not forcing you to do anything. So that's that. On March 7th, we also have Saturn, the devil, and the world card, which is Capricorn energy. Saturn moving into Pisces, which is the Hangman, and Pisces, and the moon. I bring this out because I'll keep this out because Saturn is Lord of Karma. For me, it's like the father planet. It's authoritativeness, patriarchy, oppression, responsibility, structure, rules, everything, like the box, the matrix, it's all of it. That's what Saturn is. It's like the narratives, the limitations, the boundaries. It's also Earth. Grounded. It's the body, I guess we could say that, right? It's also the old world. And then we move into Pisces, which is dreamy, intuitive, spiritual, remembering to moving into faith, of something greater than you. It's also rose-colored glasses, delusions and illusions. It's definitely that as well. That's going to be coming up. But it's this like awakening moment. It's the new world. So Saturn is moving into the new world. And it hasn't done this for 25 years. And it's going to stay like this till May 24th, 2025, I believe. Yes. And then it'll retrograde, I believe, and then it'll come back on September 1st, 2025 until February 2026. So it's like a massive change. So just so you know, like the last time that this happened was 1993 to 1996. And what happened then was Nelson Mandela was elected as president. The IRA ceasefire, which is Irish Republican Army. There was the Rwandan genocide, the Bosnian genocide. I'm looking at notes, of course. Oklahoma City bombing, the death of Kurt Cobain. Like grunge was the highlight of drug addictions. A lot of this happening. Saturn really brings up a lot of that because the more oppressed you are, the more of that people go into that. So that was like very interesting. Before that, I did some research. 1964 to 1967 was the last time. And there was an Alaska earthquake, Singapore independence, and protests in Cuba against Castro. So I think that was interesting. These are very like big moments of history. His story, his story. But that I just wanted to highlight how potent this move into Saturn to Pisces is, and we're gonna feel it because there's gonna be. It's going to accelerate people into this higher consciousness. Because remember, we are here, we are fully, we're in the consciousness, but there is a higher, it's higher all around us, and it's for us to move up into it. Right? Like I always say that for me, heaven is on earth already. 5D, 7D, whatever you want to see is already here on earth. There's no we're going somewhere else. It's all here. It's just the change of the way we see things, a change of perception. It's that trust. Like when you trust yourself, you trust it all, and you stop attaching to relationships, information, whatever, then we move into this. And it's like there's a push right now. We're getting that okay, this is it, right? With this. It's like a time to question. It's time for critical thinking, right? It's like Saturn will bring this up for you. It's time to start to question the narrative. Earth, water, right? I said body, this is emotionals. This is mind. Is it mind? It's more, I feel like it's more like body, like physical emotions. We're coming from a physical restraining to oh yeah, we can flow, which is not comfortable for a lot of people. We've been at it for a long time as light workers and star seeds, but not the whole majority of humanity is like comfortable in this. They're very comfortable here, being imprisoned. Like, I always think about it sometimes. I'm like, why are we following rules? Like, I'm in that again. I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get why I have to follow someone else's rule. Why do we just, oh yeah, well, they said it, so we got to do this. Who said it? So that's, like, this is what's happening. Like, we're going to start thinking like I am. Like, why are you, like, it's not about anarchy, by the way. It's just about, like, stepping into your power. Like, stepping into your, like, if we move through this as a collective, as a whole, it's not about rebelling, or like, it's not about throwing down the government and throwing down everything. It's just changing your perspective and watching as that dissolves. That's what that is. And that is what I feel as, like, this movement is happening. So I have so much, like, you know, like, this is like all that I have writing, like 4 pages of this. So, like, I want to, like, give you like a full understanding of this, because if I just saw that, it's like ego, not the ego, right? That is what we're going into. This is always like this, like, this is how it is. We have to make money. We gotta, like, pay our mortgage. We have, you know, what about my pension? What about this? And it's like, that's not, that's old. That's old ways. Because if you're in this awakened state, then you're like, you know that you're always will be taken care of. Because it's not really about that. It's about building this new earth. But it has nothing to do with consumerism or materialism or money, or I need to have a comfortable, like, what about it's not about that. It's moving into imagination, moving into creativity, seeing how you can do things. Like, I was like at my, I was for supper last night, and I was like, oh, can't wait for the barter system, you know, like, yo, you want my chicken? Yeah, perfect. I'll do a tarot reading. I was like, okay, like, that is that feeling I get. It's like, why, you know, but, you know, it's obviously, this is the world that we're living in, and then eventually you will move into a new, everyone will start to see this earth differently. And it's going to happen, this is like this for, like, how many years? Like 2 years, right? 23, 2 years. And then, yeah, 2.5 years, it's going to be like this. So it's like, there'll be a moment where, you know, like, Saturn is the world as well. It will be this, like, this shift of humanity, the shift of consciousness, and the Pisces, as, you know, as intuitive they are, they're also very dreamy. There'll be a moment where, like, the world will be lost. It will be like, what is going on? That will be that feeling. But it's almost like the cage is like opening its doors and letting the bird fly. The box is like, we're opening the box, folding it, and releasing the contents to fly. That's how I see this Saturn going into Pisces. That's the imagery that I got in a message, and I was like, beautiful. Okay, right? I also got the light is flooding the tunnel. So we're getting serious about spirituality and faith, and we're getting serious about our dreams and intuition and imagination, and realizing that imagination can take us into the future or into the now. Because what is the future, right? So that is like some potent things happening. But what I want to bring up is, like, you know, with that volcano symbol that we saw for Virgo, and the fact that we're moving into Pisces, and it's water, and it's floods, and it's tsunamis, and it's waterborne viruses, and it's also water emotions. So a lot of heightened emotions coming up in the next 2 years, because we are moving into this awareness. It's quite beautiful. So also what's happening March 9th to the 15th, we have Jupiter, which is the sun in Roman history, is the sun of Saturn. Like, it was interesting though, because I read about this. So I was like, I didn't know about it. So when Saturn was in power, Jupiter ended up taking the role of his throne or whatever, and it was an easy changeover. There was no like killing the father, raping the father. You know, it wasn't like what it was in the Greek and with Zeus. So Jupiter is conjunct with Chiron, which is an asteroid, but it's a little bit like Sagittarius. It relates to Sagittarius, and it's in Aries. So this is abundance, love, again, it's the power of Jupiter, which is very powerful energy coming in. Chiron, the asteroid, is like the wounded healer. It's this is temperance, it's the healer. It's healing our emotions and our mental and emotional. No, emotional with our mental and physical. And wow, man, and Aries is our freaking warrior, right? Fire, fire, fire. So we're looking at some healing of how we see money, healing of how we see our spirituality, our destinies, our purposes. We're going to start to feel that a little bit more. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, boom, we're launching into this. Yeah, I feel like I talked about this last time, but I'll say it again. It's like Saturn moved into Aquarius, right, in March 2020, and that's when we saw the C word and the V word and the rise against authority and this control with digital IDs and all this AI whatever and lockdowns, and we saw all this like oppression, right? And Aquarius like, no. But still, in the traditional zodiac, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So there's still like a little bit of a kinship. But Saturn moving into Pisces is like, no, there's nothing. In that, they're like, no, Saturn and Pisces doesn't like, this is higher knowing and higher knowledge, and this is just like here. So this is this great time that we're alive, and it's time to truly, truly release the old stories. It's going to be coming up in your face more and more, and it's not only, but you know what the beauty of this is, that it's going to be coming up in your face. Like, if it came up in your face last year, you might have like seen it and just like, but now it's going to be so uncomfortable for you. You're going to be like, okay, I got to do something about this. This is not like, I'm not sitting around. I don't want to live in the box or the cage anymore. I just don't. I want to like see the light. I want to move into this like freedom and peace and that kind of feeling, right? That's what it is. Instead of living like this, always scared and fearful of your life and holding on to what happened and holding on to that person that died 5 years ago, and like you're holding on to what? Like memories. Old. Move into the new. Doesn't mean that this person that passed away she's always around you, or he's always around you, right? It's like, you'll understand it when you get there. And I'm like working through this as you, like every day is like, oh, it's a moment like this for me. Yeah, that conjunct in Aries, healing gifts presented to us 100%. So yeah, there's been a lot of like I've been talking about solar activities and electromagnetic grids field is changing on the earth. There's like a feeling do you feel it? Because I do. And our coding, it's like massive coding. That's all I'm getting. I've been getting like for the past week messages like coding. You're coding, like you're in moving into higher frequency. You're bringing in so much coding right now. Your DNA is activating, your system is being rebooted. Like, I'm like, wow, there's a change of body, like the dragons are emerging. There's so much happening. Yes, I like this. So in March, with all this activity going on, it's so important to go out in nature. Go outside. I put my feet in the snow. Some guy was like looking at me like, yo, man. I'm like, I don't give a shit. It was like freezing cold, but I was like, and like, it does revitalize you. If you have grass, then go put that feet on the grass or in the water. Like, that's so healing right there. From now until the spring equinox, we are all shifting timelines and rising in frequency and vibrations. You're going to start feeling it. You're going to start feeling. So we're moving into something new. And I know this video was long, and I knew it was going to be long, and I hope you're still here till the end. But we have the capacity. Oh, again, I see something weird. We have this capacity. You're going to start to realize that you have the capacity to change the way the world is. You have this, we have it all inside us. You know, like I always talk about mirror work and reflection. If you're the reflection, so Earth, you know what I'm saying? We're all in this together, is what I'm trying to say. So step into that awareness, and when that trigger comes in, freaking hone in on that trigger, focus on that trigger, and release it. And you'll see that it'll get easier and easier and easier as these triggers come in, and it's just like boom, out. And there's going to be moments as you go through this, which I noticed last night, that I was sitting in front of someone who was in complete victim mode and self-pity, and it's okay. It's everything that we've it's almost like been taught to us to act this way. Well, you know, like self-sacrifice, you know, like this and that. And I was sitting there, and I was like, finally, for the first time in my life, I just didn't feel the need to add any energy to that. So I listened. Like, my heart is full of compassion for them, but there's no pity. I don't feel it. So that is what's happening, and that's what is like really beautiful. You're getting to neutrality. You're getting to that 0 point. So enjoy this freaking energy, people. Like, they're really something. This is a tower year for a reason. We're going to be hit up again. Like, we're going to be like finally clearing those old stories. Everything that is just doesn't align with you anymore. It's like, bye-bye. It's not working. And it's time, and you're gonna, and I'm telling you now, you're gonna understand. It's gonna be so easy to say, oh my God, why did I even hold on to that story? What was I thinking? This is what's gonna happen. By the end of March, like by April, May, the power of your visualization is going to be over the top. You're going to understand. Like, you'll see how it goes. Man, you let me know how it goes, right? Obviously, we're going to see each other every week, and let's see. Let's see what happens, because I could tell you, like, there's March 14, 16, 19, 20, 20, 21. There's like so much happening in March. So, I haven't decided. I feel like, I don't think I'm gonna pick a winner this week. I might. What I will do is, if you continue doing the comments, I'm gonna do like a March, like a spring reading. So for the March 20th, I will pick a winner. There's the way I do, and we'll see where what you need to look forward to in spring. So that's what I'm going to do. So the next reading is a spring reading. All right, my beautifuls, this is a lot. I got to go into your readings now and record that. And I love you so much. And truly embrace these energies. They're not over. They're just beginning. But if you can be at that place where you step into that awareness, it truly is a wonderful place to be. And it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about the whole. Once you are able to step outside of your little journey and see it as a whole consciousness, as a whole, it gets easier and easier. All right, Be the leaders that you are. You are the light, leading the dark. So continue doing your jobs and your missions. I love you, and I'll see you in your readings, and have an amazing week. And also, I would say, listen to your calling, because if you're being called to stay away from certain areas in the next few weeks, then do so, even if you think it's crazy. If it's like, no, don't go on that vacation, don't go. Trust here. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aries. We got this beautiful Panther spirit. Number 44. Very angelic number. 4 plus 4 is 8. Power. So what is reclaim your power to me is like, speaks very clearly to Aries. Because I feel like you have been giving away your power a lot in the past weeks and months, and it's time to reclaim it. It's time to jump in, take a risk. It's time to love the way you always wanted to love, be the way you always wanted to be. Like, it's like, go for it. Pounce into whatever it is that you need to do. Do that job that you've always wanted to do. Go on vacation. Go do the things that you want to do. Stop. Like, the Panther doesn't ask permission from anybody if he wants to eat the prey. He doesn't ask, like, hey, do you think we should do this? He doesn't. He just slinks through the forest and he fucking goes for it. And that's what I feel like that this is. This is like, stop requiring validation around you. Stop asking for help. Just do. If you don't want to be living where you live, then leave. Why are we holding on to limitations? You're so much more powerful than that, but you get scared. You allow fear to come in for what? Where do you think this fear came from? The ego. What is the ego? This outside world keeping you down. It's time. I love this freaking energy for you. Let's not hide you, my beautiful Lemurian crystal. So, got some new decks here, which I'm excited to use. We have, in your past position, the 5 of Pentacles. I'm going to actually lay them all out because I want to work with them with you. And then we have the 7 of Wands in your present. Challenge. And the Sun card in your future. And then I have 3 advice cards and a moon. Like 2 advice and a moon. So, let's start with end your challenge. Let's do it all. See, you're always my first, so I can play with you guys here. Your first is the 2 of Wands as your challenge, which is you, Aries. Okay, let's start. The 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles traditionally is lack of money, like poverty thinking, a little bit depressed here. The panda is crawled up in this like feeling a little bit lost. Outside it's really beautiful and green, but he or she or whatever is stuck here inside. It feels like that has been, it's ruled you a little bit over the past few weeks, perhaps months, is that your lack of money has held you back from moving into what it is that you really want to do. It's been holding you back from the power that you are. And this could be also maybe some of you have lost a job. Some of you are in a job that you're not happy with. Some of you are living in it has to be with the stability and security, something that's not really it's not jiving with you anymore. It's not aligning with you anymore. 5 is change. And you've been you've been seeing this greener pasture on the other side. But see, the panda's not looking at the greener pasture. It's like wanting to wallow, and it's like, oh, poor me kind of thing, and it's enough, right? It's like, no. We're going to be a panther, we're going to be a panda. So this is what it is. And 7 of Wands, this stag, buck here holding the wands with his hands up. It's almost like, look, she's holding, or he is holding this wand and tightly, and it's like, no, back away. And all these wands are here. So like an interesting way of looking at it. 6 of Wands is victory, and now the 7 of Wands, you move into this. So some of you might be like moving away from this poverty mindset and saying, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to move into something new. I'm ready to challenge myself, right? But you're like still holding on to that wand. The wand is creativity, passion. It's like new. It's like doing something completely new, which could be scary, but Wands is you, people. It's Aries, Leo, Sag, and 7 of Wands is Leo energy. And there's this feeling of you holding on to the past. Like still holding on because you're still afraid to let go of that wand. You're not trusting yourself 100% here. It's very interesting to me. You're like, relax, talk to the hand. I'm not ready yet to launch myself into, like, pounce into the forest yet. Wow. Because your challenge is the 2 of Wands. And that's what it is. It's a crossroads. Like you're at a crossroads, you're at the fork, and you are having to make this decision. As a challenge, it means you're stuck at the fork. So what I'm seeing here, which is massive, is that some of you, like, let's look at all the cards. Some of you have either perhaps lost jobs or changed direction in your career, or not happy where you live, or wanting to change where you live, or just have this fear of not having enough money. Maybe you've lost. I just feel like you're in a really like shitty place when it comes to stability or security. Like you've been struggling with this for quite some time. Even if you are like loaded right now and you're listening, but there is a part of you that's afraid and you're holding on to something. But here in the present, you're still afraid of it. You're still holding, like you've allowed these 6 wands to go. You're like, okay, I'm ready to launch. I'm ready to go for it. But, you know, my comfort zone, which is this, and it's like, I'm not ready yet. Let me deal with this. And it's explained right here by you not wanting to make the move. See, the Emperor gets to the 2 of Wands. He gets to that crossroad. The Emperor is on his way to meet the Empress to ask her to marry him. That's the story of the 2 of Wands. And he gets to the crossroad and he's like, okay, do I go and talk to her, or do I stay a single bachelor for the rest of my life? Right? That's what this is. And this is like, I'm not saying it has to be with that, but this is where you are right now. You're what do I do? What do I do? And like you have your ego on one side saying, come on, Aries, just stay in the boring job, just live in the beautiful home, just like do like what everyone else is doing, follow the rules, do like make everyone else happy around you. And your heart and your soul is like, nope. It's not about being comfortable. It's about following that inner voice, trusting it. Trusting it, because the 7 of Wands ultimately is having faith in yourself, having faith in your decisions, and moving along with that. So I kind of like this energy. I just have a really good feel of these cards. I love them. So, I mean, the future is the sun. I mean, this beautiful lizard, chameleon, I guess, lizard girl in the sun. The sun is Leo again. So you got 2 Leos showing up here. The sun is opportunity, reward, fulfillment. Maybe some of you are going to the sun. Maybe some of you are going to go traveling into a beach area. Kudos to you. Maybe some with this beautiful sunflower. Maybe some of you are going to Tuscany. Maybe some of you are like the fact that she's holding up this flower, like it's time to shine, it's time to bloom. So maybe some of you started a project and it's going to bloom. Like, have faith. It's kind of beautiful that this showed up before. It's like, even though you're like scared to make that step, Have faith in yourself, man. Have faith in the messages that are coming through. This is waiting for you at the other side of that. Like, this does not belong with you anymore. This doesn't belong to anybody in humanity. This poverty thinking. This like, I don't have enough money. I don't cancel, clear, delete. You know, all this like ego. Nah. And you, look how beautiful these cards are. You moving in to what it is that you deserve, kind of thing. What it is that is like meant for you. That's going to make you shine. It's going to make you like, you know, sunflowers. They sleep and then they go towards the sun. It's time for you to put your face directly to the sun. And I like this lizard, but I'm going to use it as a chameleon, because the chameleon is like shifting into a higher perspective, shifting to a higher consciousness. It's really beautiful reading. It's like, take the steps. Take it. Go for it. What do you... Stop diddle-daddling. The 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 19 is 31. 4. 4 is foundation. Kind of like that. Okay. So let's look at some... I like this. Look at this. Look. Is it a panther? Is it a... Look, they kind of look alike, actually. No expectations. And you know what I love about this? It kind of feels like the 5 of Pentacles with this. The only reason I say that is because in one of my tarot decks, the 5 of Pentacles has keys in it. And to me, it's like open the door to opportunity. Don't just look at the door, look at the key and say, oh, it's there, but I can't because I can't do this. And then no expectations. Just freaking open the door and see what's waiting for you on the other side. I kind of love this for you. Like the panther, he does not have any expectations. He just smells, sees, feels, he goes for it. If it's a fellow panther, then it's like, okay, let's make love instead, right? That's what you have to do. Like, let's open that freaking door. To me, I feel like you're there's a little sense of fear here of holding back for you because of others around you, what they're going to say about you. But I think we're past that, aren't we? I really feel like we're past that. Right? And then we have and look at this number is 22, 44, 22. Some really strong numbers coming in for you. 22, twos is choices. It's time to like step to their duality, light and dark, good and evil. It's like starting to look at things differently. Oh, nice message. Breathe your way through this. Maybe some of you going to a yoga retreats. Maybe some of you are I don't know, meditating or whatever it is. You don't have to be doing anything. You just need to be breathing by the water. I love it. On a lily pad. Go for it. It's not a lily pad, but it's like a green floaty thing. So go, enjoy, and also don't go. You don't have to go anywhere. You just have to breathe. Right? Out. 3 times when you're feeling stressed, it does wonders. Your full moon in Virgo message is go deeper. New moon in Scorpio. Interesting. Like, don't keep it surface. I kind of like that. It's like move. If you're feeling these fears, if you're feeling this disappointments or these worries and anxieties when it comes to money, go deeper. It's always a mirror. Why are you afraid? Because you're bringing something up from how your parents dealt with money, how your spouses did, how like everyone else did except for you. It's like, be true to you. That's it. That's all. All right. I love this reading for you. Be a panther. Just remember that and reclaim your freaking power. All right, I love you. And check your rising, your moon for other messages. You can always find that on CaffeAstrology.com. Also, this week, every week in the month of March, if you leave a comment, I'm going to add you into a spring reading giveaway. So I'm going to check your energies for spring, which is March, April, May, right? So May, June, I guess. All right. I love you, and I'll see you next week. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you want to add a little thanks, I have a super thanks button below. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Taurus. It took all of Aries for me to put my hair up. I couldn't deal with it anymore. All right. So, Dolphin spirit is the overall energy. This and that are true. I mean, dolphin is a beautiful message. Every time someone sees a dolphin, it's like saying, hey, you're moving into a higher consciousness. You're moving into like a higher perspective in life. But this and that is true to me. Is the dolphin is both a mammal and a sea creature, right? It encompasses the duality of humanity. We are both light and dark. We are both good and evil. We are both right and wrong. You know, that duality that we come with. And we've been talking a lot about mirror work, and I know that a lot of Taurians out there, or one at least, I know who you are, has reached out to me about the mirror work. And this is kind of that feeling here, is that being able to look at the ugly within us, being able to look at the shame that you feel like is shameful, that which is actually the strength that's within you. A lot of us, we're taught that being like this is not right, but who says that it's not right or it is right, kind of thing. It's just this feeling of finally coming out of the water, which is that emotions, and being you. I kind of like this. It's like, be you. So let's see what's going on for you this week. So we have why is this here? This is not yours. We have 3 advice cards. And, oh, I remember Taurus. We have the 7 of Swords in reverse. I'm going to show you the cards, and I'm going to pull them all out. Then we have the 5 of Swords. Your challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. And your future is the Fool 2.0. This is a new deck I'm using. Kind of cool. So, right away when I see this 7 of Swords, so if you remember, if you follow me or if you watch tarot, you know that the 7 of Swords, there's this ostrich, he's stealing this bird cage. It's about stealing. It is really about stealing, but it's about lies and deception, about dishonesty. It's in reverse, but it still has the same connotation. It feels like you are... It almost feels like you're in this process of releasing yourself from this. And that's why this dolphin is kind of beautiful. It's like the duality within us is like, it's also like the 2 people in a relationship is like the duality. Your relationship is your partner and yourself. And it's like really taking a look at why you're in this relationship. Why are you in this job? Why are you friends with this person? Why are you still holding on and attaching to this family member? Like, if we are to think about this esoterically, which is what I always think, I view the world, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your friends, whatever, are just a fractal of you. They are not really your mother, your father. In this lifetime, they are. But we are just light, right? And this is just the human journey that we're in. And this to me feels like you're like finally starting to see things around you and like, okay, I don't need to be attaching anymore to the labels and the identities around me. I need to start listening in. And if this is not right, what am I holding on to? I'm holding on to, I've been together for 20 years. I'm holding on to, well, how are the kids going to feel? I'm holding on to like, well, what are my mother and father going to say? I'm like, what are you holding on? What is my friends going to say that I go from a Lamborghini to a Hyundai? Like, you know, like, who cares? Like, this is the feeling here. 7 of Swords, you finally releasing yourself from this. And the Five of Swords is like, I'm like looking at the imagery here, and the Five of Swords is like you're sweeping it away now, right? Even though you have this little mouse here still fighting you, they're still like, oh, this is so perfect. It's like you're leaving behind this people, the situations, whatever it is in your life, and they're fighting back. No, they're still holding on, and you're like, no, man, I'm gonna take out my witch's broom and I'm going to like sweep you away. Like, it's like, I'm done, I'm over, I can't anymore. And that is a little bit of where you're at right now. And it's like you've been swimming in these emotions for a bit too long now. So some of you are doing a little bit of cleaning, spring cleaning, March cleaning, in your home, your relationships, everything around you, within yourself. And it's interesting because your challenge is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is a Sagittarius. By the way, the Seven of Swords and the Five, these are both Aquarius energies. And this is like your destiny, luck, abundance, expansiveness. It's like, but it's in challenge mode. So you are, you're resisting the abundance coming in your life because you are still perhaps a little bit in this mode. You're like, do I do this? Do I really? Like, she's not really sweeping him away. Her broom is on top of him. She's still allowing him the little to like her, right? Poke her. And you're like, and Destiny's calling. Destiny's calling, and you're not listening. Destiny's been calling for a long time, Taurus, and it's like, why are you still there? What are you still doing? Why are you with this person? Why are we engaging? What are you doing? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I kind of like that. I like this a lot. I mean, it's not like, I like it a lot, Seven of Swords. I don't like Seven of Swords at all. But, I mean, the Seven of Swords to me, in the reverse, it almost feels like it's not a comfortable feeling to me at all. I have to be, like, when I saw Seven of Swords, I was like, whoa. For me, it's this feeling that you're in this process of seeing. You're in the process, Aquarius energy. You're in the process of looking beyond the veil, kind of thing, within these situations in your life. And you're on the move. And there's someone holding you back. A lot of people are holding you back. Could be 5 people, 5 of Swords, right? Could be 5 different situations. Like, there's a sword that's in the broom, which is kind of cool, interesting. See, they're like, no, you need to stay here. You need to attach to me. You need to attach to this situation. You need to stay in this job even though it's not making you happy. You need to stay in this relationship even though it's never made you happy. You need to, like, follow the rules, Taurus. What do you mean you don't want to follow the rules, right? That's what it is. And all the while that you're doing all this and figuring yourself out, you're like not listening in to your soul. And your soul is like, yo, if you could just listen in, you would be fully abundant. You would be fully in love. You would be this, you would be this, and you would be that. But you're holding on to the illusion. So, but in the future, we get the Fool card, which is a Fool 2.0, which is a new deck that I'm using. But what I understand, Fool 2.0, it's like the Fool begins the journey and then the Fool ends the journey, right? So we end at the World card, where it's the end of a journey. And now you've learned all the lessons. So we've learned all these lessons now, and now we're ready for the next. Are we going to repeat the same cycles again? Are we going to continue doing? Do we have to return back to do more sweeping and cleaning? No, it's kind of time to like move into that completely new realm, new timeline, new way of being, instead of always cycling back. in the new season, in the new year. Like, we always find ourselves in the same places. And this full point 2.0 is like, let's go. Let's dream the new dream. Imagine something new. Like, create a new path of yours. It's really kind of beautiful, this energy. Your advice coming in is nourishment while waiting. I mean, this is a new deck, so I could just, it's really interesting. There's a little baby hawk, I believe. Yeah, eagle, baby hawk. Now that we moved into this new, completely new journey, like we've like cleansed away everything that's old, all these stories that are holding us back from our destiny. We're going to be patient as it unfolds, right? So let's nourish ourselves with love, with travel, with sleeping, with water, with whatever it is. You know, when you trust the universe, people like think, oh, well, I trust the universe, and it's not happening yet, because they're so impatient. They think that things are just going to happen, like, boom, okay, let's make this thing happen. And it's like, it doesn't work like that, right? It works when it's supposed to work. And that's where a lot of us get caught in like these webs and continuously in the same patterns and the same cycles, because we're always like, okay, but it didn't work fast enough. I needed it to work like in June, because that was my deadline to leave. That was my deadline to do this. Like, the universe doesn't work like that, right? So it's like, nourish yourself while you're waiting for the universe to materialize your plan, your manifestation. And you know, as we move into these energies, by April, your manifestation is going to get quicker and quicker and quicker, and you're going to start like, oh, yes, trusting the universe. I love this. Your other message is happy, happy. I mean, what is this? I love it. This is such a beautiful, compared to what that was, right? I almost like this card with it. Of course, the colors match. So, like, happy, happy is like really, truly, what is the card? The number 26 is 8, is power, is like 20. So 8 plus 2 is 10, is a 1. But this is 5. So what did I just say? 25 is 51, 6, harmony. I love it. So happy, right? There's just a really good feeling here coming through for you. I just feel like there's, with this Fool card, to me, it feels like you are, if you actually take the advice here, and you break free from these swords energies, you break free from your mental anguish, you break free from your worries and your anxieties of why you're staying in relationships and why you're holding on to things and why you're attaching to things, and you just let it go and let it flow. This happy, happy is coming for you. Like, I really love this card. These attached, it's just like holding on, and Taurus loves to hold on. So your full moon in Virgo message is reveal what needs to be seen. I've never gotten this card. It's really beautiful. Open yourselves up, people, Taurus. Open yourself to, like, what this feels to me is like, a lot of people, not only Taurus, but Taurus is good at this. Like, we shelter ourselves, and we don't express ourselves fully, because we want everyone else to feel like comfortable, and want everyone else to feel like empowered. Because we do that. We empower others, whilst we're like struggling. And it's kind of like, let's be transparent. Just say it. The other person's going to feel uncomfortable. So what? Maybe that person needs to feel uncomfortable. We're deciding how they should feel. We're deciding how they need to feel. No, everyone is a grown-up, even if you're a child. Everyone is fucking light. Like, everyone gets it. We don't. We're just like stuck all the time. And we're holding back our freaking destiny. We're holding back this destiny from moving in because we're so stuck in these like mental issues, like people. I really feel like people are holding you back. And look at this dog. He's like, I'm gone. I'm out of here. Like, I'm like leaving. Bye-bye. Very interesting energy coming in for you, Taurus. It's like, I really feel like what the nourishment and happy feels like. Do things that make you happy. Go dancing, move your body. I don't know, watch the fireworks, like go sledding, whatever you are, wherever you are in the world, go swimming. Do something that nourishes your soul, whatever it may be. Go on a, like, I don't know, go watch 5 movies in the cinema. Like, do whatever it is that you feel like doing. I really, like, reveal what needs to be seen. Like, open your true self up. It's time to live life on your terms, right? And realize that we're not here as a me, myself, and I. We're here in a whole. So whatever makes you happy makes us all happy. It's really very beautiful. All right, powerful energies coming your way. It's time to stop sweeping things under the rug. It's time to sweep things away that no longer serve you. All right, my beautiful. Again, share, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks me if you can. And check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to add you every week to the spring tarot card giveaway. All right, it took me a while. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Gemini. We got Parrot Spirit. Watch your words. I love this. It's such a freaking awesome card. Anyways, watch your words. It's very clear. I mean, Gemini, for you getting this makes me laugh a little bit because perhaps Gemini doesn't think before they talk. Right? And you do like say things without filter. And it's cool. I kind of like that about you. So I'm like that too. But this is more like watch your words and how you speak to yourself. And even how you speak to other people. Because, you know, like Geminis are a bit more elevated, like spiritually. And you tend to say things that might be biting to other people that are like more sensitive in the zodiac. Right? So be careful. You know, words are becoming less and less irrelevant. Less and less relevant. No, they're becoming more irrelevant. But while they're here, they actually do still raise your vibration. So how you speak does matter, right? There is, I keep forgetting his name. Anyways, it's a Japanese Dr. Emoto or something like this, who believes that your words have effect on water, right? So like I say, I've said this to many people, and I always say I love you or thank you and onto my water before I splash it on my face in the morning. Ice cold water, by the way, works wonders. So watch your words, how you speak to yourself. Stop fucking telling yourself you're an idiot, you're this. It really freaking matters, by the way. Even like, remember, I'm so stupid, cancel, clear, delete. That is like registers in your cells in your body, and they're like, oh, she's stupid, okay. So, or I'm so ugly, it registers. Even if you're saying it like loosely, it registers. Watch your freaking words. I love you, and I'll see you in the extended. No, just kidding. There you go. Wow. All right, so let's begin this reading. We got a full moon message here and some advice cards. In your past, we have the 8 of Swords. Interesting, little, not little, but horse tied up here. Anyways, the 8 of Swords energy, Gemini energy, you. Is this energy of holding back? Is this energy of fear, anxiety, worry, stress a little bit? But even like for me, it's like not wanting to see something that's right in front of you, not wanting to approach someone in your life. You know, like there's this feeling of you wanting to speak clearly to someone, communicate, and you're like, these things are not tight around her. She could just like poof, and they could let go. So you're almost there, but you're not there. So what is it? Where are you holding back? In your presence is the Knight of Cups, just a Pisces energy, but it's like that romantic charmer here. Some of you might be in being wooed by someone, or also it could be self-love. It's really cool because there's like that fish hook with the heart, so you're being lured into like a relationship. I love it. Your challenge is the Three of Coins. Okay, so Three of Coins is a collaboration, coming together. Interesting. Let's see. And your future is the King of Swords. I like him. The freaking eagle. Look at him. He's like, yo. The King of Swords is an Aquarius, Pisces, Gemini, and Capricorn. It's so, like, if you look at the direction that they're all looking this way, kind of thing. They're all looking to the future. So what this speaks to me is like you're all there could be two things here showing up, that you're too much into like the future instead of being in the present. You're always like looking for the best, the better thing, the next thing, the next thing, the next thing, and never really appreciating the present moment. Or there's something coming intuitively. Like even the Eight of Swords, she's looking, she's like, there's something coming my way, right? Like even though she's all like strapped up and sorted up, she's like, I know there's something coming up, and I'm like waiting for it, and I just don't know what. And it's that impatience, and maybe you're like getting angry at people, maybe you're getting angry with yourself, right? And that's why, like, you're like, I know there's something else, but it's not showing up, so I must be doing something wrong. Or I'm like, your ego. Very interesting. But definitely this Nine of Cups means to me that someone is coming your way in love. If you're single, feels really beautiful, like romantic, idealistic, a little bit like a Pisces. But your challenge is the Three of Coins. So 3 always speaks like perhaps it's someone in your work, coins, energy. Perhaps it's like 3 some, like it could be something. He could be married. I don't know why it's coming to me, but listen to these advice. He could be, or she or he could be involved somehow with someone else. For some reason, I'm seeing like it could be even like someone you work with that, you know, has a relationship, and you have a really good bond with each other, and it's like, oh, okay, kind of thing. That feels like that. But there is this look at the Three of Coins. She's also looking like there's something else, right? So I really truly feel like there's some. It almost feels like you're, even with this Knight of Cups at the present, where you're there's love coming in, it's still not enough for you. It's not that it's like not in a bad way that it's not enough for you, but there's something else. Like you know that your soul is calling you to do something else. That's what I feel like for you guys. This is really interesting, Gemini. And even if you're all tied up in this worry and this stress and anxiety, that little part of you, that little voice is saying, don't worry about it, Gemini. We got this, kind of thing, right? Like we're going through the motions. I don't know. I need to pass this message to one of you because I feel like there is someone coming in, but you need to be careful. I don't know why. I feel with all these other cards around it, they might be not luring you into a trap, but look past the fluff is what I'm trying to tell you. Like look past the flowery and the candles and all the roses. If you're wanting to go into business, I feel like some of you want to go into business with other people, or you're collaborating with other people. There's just like a little delay. A little delay because you're not 100% sure of what it is you want to do. So what's coming up here is that like the King of Swords is, you know, it could have to do with doctors, lawyers, the judicial system, whatever, but I'm not feeling it. It could be for you guys, but it's more like, look at him. His arms, his legs wide open, very masculine, very dominant energy, stepping into your truth kind of thing, saying like, okay, I almost feel like this is advice coming to you saying, okay, let's get real, Gemini. What is it you want? Like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to be lured into this new relationship? Like, why are you in this relationship? Like, I feel like this is like a stepping stone to the next thing. And then this is to the next thing that's coming. I feel like you're on this road to self-discovery almost here. And that's why, like, stop belittling yourself and demeaning yourself because you're not where everyone else is. And you're not doing what everyone else is doing. And you're struggling or you're doing this because you're, like, at a soul level, you know there's something else coming. So as you go through this, you might get lured into, like, a love relationship and you might fall in love. But even with this showing up, I feel like it won't. It's not like it won't be enough, but you'll know that there's something else. And then you're gonna move into the King of Swords energy, where the King of Swords is like, yeah, let's like look through this really carefully, because I fell into it, but it's not working for me. Or I am in love, but there's even though you do fall in love, let's say you do fall in love, there's something more. This is what I'm trying to tell you. See. And it's like very, like, even with the parrot here, flying. Like, it's like the parrot is not just sitting on his ledge and his perch. He's like making a move. You know, they're all like, look at them. Look at this. all making moves this way. Right? Like, to something else. So, have faith in this journey this week. I feel like you are... I feel like you're moving away from a stagnancy. And you're also moving away from the Three of Coins, this collaboration and coming together, but it's also like a job or a community you work with, or people in your life that you always like, maybe two friends of yours, two things, but it's not working for you right now. It's like you're maybe needing to do things alone. Everything is alone in your it's very singular. It feels like which is not something that's new to you, Gemini, but I just feel I don't know, I'm getting this energy that you are stepping into a knowing. But even when you get into this knowing position, there's again another step for you, and you're ready for it. Like, it's almost like we're prepping you. You're probably prepping for frickin' March, which is frickin' awesome. It's in your cards. Like, you're saying goodbye to this, finally. Like, this, whatever's holding you back, it's not worth it anymore. Like, why am I holding on to this, right? Like, a horse is all about freedom and going wild. And here I am sticking and holding on to all these worries and fears and insecurities. And then this, like, someone might come in and distract you from this self-work, which could be fine. It could be fun to do. But in the end, I always tell you, it's like really far greater than that. It's really about you. So maybe this is you tuning into your own heart. Maybe this is your higher self bringing in your heart and saying, hey, did you forget about this? Like, let's work together kind of thing. And then your King of Swords is like, okay, let's do this. There is something far greater happening. And also this is an eagle. Freedom. Everything is pretty freedomy. The frog is free in the water. He's not constrained. He can go on land. You know, I just feel like that's what's showing up here. The peacock. Rebirth, renewal. Which is in reverse. So you're like... I almost feel like with the Knight of Cups, like it could be like a lover, or it could be someone that you're very close to emotionally, that's holding you back from moving into this next thing. I don't know. That's the energy I feel this week for you. You know, these cards, they show up and then I don't, and I read them so differently, and I kind of like it. And the King of Swords is Aquarius, but the Swords is you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it's time to step into that power of yours. You know, I would say that, but it's to really start to see through the bullshit. See through the words that are coming at you. Watch the words. Doesn't only watch the words that are coming out of you, but observe the words. Observe what is happening towards you. So your advice is action leads to success. With, what are they? Seahorses in the sky. Okay. Are they seahorses? Yeah, but seahorses look like dragons to me. I'm sure they're from the same family. Anyways, action leads to success. So it's like the King of Swords is mental, and the action is more of a fire sign energy, which is kind of interesting because you're mentally, and then love, which is the cups, the swords, and now it's time to, whatever this is, whatever the King of Swords energy is asking you to like decipher and to look into, move forward into that. Let's go, man. Let's just run with it. Run with it. Fly. Fly, fly. There's all this like movement. I kind of like this. It's a number 1. Fool energy. New beginning. Refresh. Renewal. Poised is your other message. Just 48, 12, 3. Expression, creativity. Like, she's flying. I mean, it's all the same kind of energy. These seahorses are not flying, but they're freaking in the sky. So it's kind of the same idea. It's just this energy of like freedom. Like you're ready and poised for the next move. There's this understated, here I just feel like a very elegant energy, this beautiful fairy angels ready to leap into something new. It's a fool energy again. So whatever this is, even though it doesn't show like literally in the cards, to me I feel like you're moving into a next phase, you're moving into a next timeline, a next realm, whatever it is that you see, and you're being asked to beware of perhaps love that's coming in, or beware of intentions of people in a group setting. People around you, friends, family, whatever, job. Beware of other people's intentions towards you. And really like dive deep into your knowing. The King of Swords is exactly that. It's like, okay, let's get like clear. Let's clutter out the shit and let's move into this. And let's move on it. Wow. Your full moon is release control, babies. I mean, doesn't every single freaking human has control issues? Release the control. Release, like, allow it to just happen and allow just to flow in it. Again, this for me, when I see release control, is like release the freaking emperor, release the Saturn energies. What are we? The Taurus. It's a first quarter moon in Taurus. What are we holding on to? Why are we attaching to things? Why are we attaching to words? Why are we attaching to emotions? It's time to let it go, Gemini, and you're ready for this new step. There's a new step coming for you. And it's so clear, and they're all like, yo, I see it. Like, you probably even see it at a soul level, and you're being a little bit impatient perhaps, but also just allow things to happen. All right. Wow. I'm doing really long readings this week. Okay. So I love you. I hope that you find like a message in everything I've said here and it resonates in your soul. Check your rising, your moon if you want other messages. Also like, comment, share, subscribe, or thanks me. And I'm doing a spring tarot reading giveaway, so leave a message every week and I will apply your messages, your comments into the giveaway. Wow, man, drawing. That's the word I was looking for. All right, I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Cancer. We got Wombat Spirit. Be at home. So like I said on Instagram and Facebook, I really truly believe this be at home with yourself. Be cool with who you are. Like, love you for you. Love you, your quirkiness, your weirdness. Love your whatever it is that you are. Your worries or anxiety, whoever you are. Like, start loving yourself. Stop looking for validation outside of yourself. Stop looking for direction. You don't need to look for direction other than yourself. Be at home could also be stay at home. March energies. Like, as much as I encourage you going outside into nature and breathing in and putting your face to the sun and putting your feet on the ground, there's also a lot of energies, heightening of consciousness, and that could be uncomfortable for many. So maybe being at home is something you want to do in March. But to me, this is more like, look at the wombat. He's like cute ugly, right? But he's at home with himself and he's wearing a crown on his head. And he feels like the top of the world. He's like the king and the queen of the world. So love your body, love yourself, love all the quirks, love the wrinkles, love, who cares, right? Just love. I love this card for you. I love it. All right, so we have, this is not yours, a full moon energy. We have advice, and we have a past energy of the Six of Cups. So cute. The Six of Cups is holding on to the past, living and ruminating and almost living in the past, always with either pass on loved ones or with like how you used to be, how you used to dress, how you used to look, what you used to do in the past. I used to travel there. It was so amazing. That, like, really, too much, I feel. Too much living in the past. In the present, we have the Hermit. This beautiful rhino. I love it. The Hermit is like a Virgo energy. It's a 9. It's like you coming to the end of a journey and ready to step into new. So let's see here. This is Virgo. The Six of Cups is Scorpio energy. Your challenge is death. Change. Oh my God, that makes sense. And your future is the Knight of Swords, which is a Gemini. So how interesting. We have like water, earth, and then air, right? And death. So like I said, Six of Cups feels to me that you see she's leaning on this picture frame with her baby. Happy times, like the Six of Cups are all full. It's like, not that you're looking back and saying, oh, it was such a bad time before. It was like, oh no, it was so much fun before we had. But holding on to a past or attaching yourself to the past story keeps you there and never in a new. And it keeps you in the old. And now it's like, and this could be like for a relationship. I feel like some of you could be holding on to someone who passed on, and you're still holding on to it, and you don't want to let go because you're afraid of it. But this is also like moving on to also how you used to be. Like, you know, you were more courageous when you were young. I was more like brave. I did everything I wanted to do. I was pure of heart, and now I just have to follow the rules, and I have to do this and I have to do that. That's that kind of feeling I'm getting. And this hermit is showing up. It's like, no, you don't have to do that at all, right? Like, you can go live in a cave if you want, like the hermit does, but he has a light. Right? He has a lantern. He's always able to imagine and create a new for him, manifest something new in his life. This is a feeling like you're, by you holding on to that old stories, you're not giving yourself the courage or the credit to move into this new thing. You have all the power to do so, right? You can use a walking stick. You don't need to use a walking stick. You can, like, there's just a feeling of newness, but you're afraid. So some of you might be afraid to die. So you're just like living like life safe. Well, I'm getting old, so I might die soon. Cancer clear late. No one's dying, right? Right. Your physical vessel is leaving, but you are transforming into a light vessel. We're all crystallizing and diamondizing, so eventually the physical form won't even be such an important thing anymore. But if you're not there where I am in my mindset, you're afraid of change. Death is change, it's transformation. It's like moving away from the old story. It's like the vulture energy. It's like keeps you like feeling ugly and little. It's like release it, keeping you in the dark kind of thing. It's kind of beautiful because here that the hermit has the light that shines in the dark. Death is like rebirth, right? Change, anew. We're moving into a new body. We're moving into a new earth, a new way of looking at things. But you, Cancer, are holding on. And you're like, I can see it, but I don't want to go there. I'm afraid. I'm going to stick in my box, and I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to follow the same things that I've been following for years. The doctor told me to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to listen to all these people around me that don't have your best interest at heart, because you know what you need to do if you just listened. It's this feeling of like this fear I feel with the death card here. You're afraid to shine your light. You're afraid to be different. You're afraid to make waves. And it's not like, I know a lot of you Cancers out there are super spiritual and you're very open-minded. There's just a feeling here, a little part of you wants to stay in the box. Wants you to stay in here, like, well, it's good. I need to, like, I don't know. It's funny. And it's so interesting because your future is the Knight of Swords, which is so not conventional. Gemini, look. She's like what kind of bird is that? I don't know birds. Like tropical birds. Like a budgie or whatever. But she's like a rainbow one. Like all in rainbow gear with a sword and ready on her unicorn. Ready to, like, it's not a unicorn either. It's just a Taurus. It's ready to ride into the sunset. Ready to ride into something completely new. This is the Knight of Swords energy. Is a warrior. Is a conqueror energy. The Knight of Swords is the knight of the knights in the tarot. It's like you need to go here. I'm going to go conquer. I'm going to win this war. I'm not looking back. I'm not thinking about anything. I'm not like going to bring myself down. I'm just going to go for it and complete the task. And the Knight of Swords is that. It's like time to make a move. Regardless of all this like blah blah around you, regardless of whatever you're holding on to, whatever you're attaching to, it's like making you feel comfortable, making you feel like you belong, you're making you feel like, but you're holding on to something that doesn't exist anymore. Doesn't exist. It's not there. It's not there anymore. You're holding on to memories of what? Of a life that's over. We're moving into something new. Let's change up those memories. Bring the memories into the future, but keep it without sadness. No, I'm not sad about the person that left the earth, or I'm not sad about. I'm like, oh wow, what amazing! What amazing memories! Awesome! I'm looking forward to the next. Like the Hermes feels like you're leaders and you don't even know it, right? You're leaders and you're afraid of change. That's what it is. You're just you're not ready for this new world, but it's okay. And if you're not ready for the new world, you will remain in this old world, and that's the way it works. It doesn't matter. It's everyone on this planet has free will, so you use your will accordingly. But for me, this Knight of Swords feels that you are ready to make the jump. So go for it. So if there's there's some of you out there that's like working in a job that you've always worked in, and you're feeling like I can't change it because I've been here for so many years and making so much money, but yet there's a calling to do something else. The Knight of Swords is like, okay, so what are you waiting for? Go for it. And that's what I'm feeling here. There's like, you just know, Cancer, and stop worrying. Stop letting, stop seeking validation. Stop seeking other people's approval for you. The Knight of Swords does not do that. They just go. Change is here, whether you're ready or not. It's time to make the change. I just want to point out how beautiful these cards are. They're so beautiful. They feel so good. I feel the energy. It's time to lead. It's time to go. All right. So your advice is breakthrough. It's like an eye with like a third eye, like, you know, this kind of idea. It's like I like it. It's like a coffin, right? Or an esophagus kind of thing. But the coffin, death. Right? It's time for change. It's time to start listening to your intuition, your soul. What is your soul telling you? Where is it guiding you to do? If you continue listening to your ego, then you'll always remain in the old story. Your other advice? Come on, man. Come to the edge. This is the Fool card. It's time to jump ship, right? It's time to just launch yourself in that job that you love so much. Launch yourself in this life that you're living. Just go on vacation more. Spend your money. Do whatever it is you need to do, but do it. Whatever it is. Like, if you keep holding on, to like, I don't have enough, well, then you will never have enough. Because the universe is like, oh, well, she's afraid. So we're going to make her afraid. Like, keep her afraid. Your wish is my command. Cancer, I really like, it's a 3 plus 6 is a 9. 9, baby. It's time. I can't stress enough. 29 is 11. Right? 11 is an angelic number. Be proud of yourself is your full moon message. Be proud of everything, all the moves that you make in your life. Because you are being asked to step into the new. The new energy is out there. There is probably new opportunities coming your way, new paths that will start opening up for you. Pay attention. Don't run away from it because it's scary to you. Like, I feel like it's like, go for it. And that's exactly the change that you need to be making in your life. So this is the message for you. Be at home with yourself. Love yourself. Trust yourself. And when it comes time that you need to change that path of yours, go for it. All right, Cancer, that's the message I have for you. I love you so much. This is a really beautiful message, by the way. And share, like, comment, subscribe, say thank you with a little click of a button. Also, check your rising and your moon for other messages. And I'm going to be doing a spring giveaway reading. So every week you leave a comment. I'll gather them all up and put them in the drawing for the spring reading. I love you. I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leo. Rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. I mean, when I saw this, I'm so happy. I've taken like a little like my compassion is out for you, Leo, because the past few weeks were like, what is going on? Also because I'm a Leo rising too, so I was like, yo, what is happening? So this is a lucky time. Like, come on, man. All the hard work we've put into like this freaking world, into ourselves, into this journey, and now it's like going to materialize. It's going to like for me, the rabbit is the rabbit and the turtle win. You know, the rabbit wins the race, but it's this feeling of accomplishment coming for you. There's also little rabbit babies, so maybe some of you are going to be giving birth to a new project or to new babies. There's just a feeling of positivity spewing from the card. Do you not agree? I agree. Yeah, I think so too. So here we have a full moon message, advice, and we start. The Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles, the Capricorn energy. It's this like, usually it's like money, foundation, but here it's like he's holding on really tight to his, what is he holding on to? I don't know, to a bag, to money. Oh, his coins, right? So it's like, it feels to me like you perhaps have been going through a rough time financially, and now you've been holding back on splurging. You've been like a little bit tight with money. Even if you have splurged with money, it's been maybe on travels, which you see here, or but I just feel like there's a little bit of feeling of insecurity here with this particular card and the way I see the imagery. I feel like you're like, yeah, I'll go, I'll do the road trips, I'll do the I'll travel, I'll like be adventurous, but still I'm not so sure that I'm ready to like put all my money somewhere, or I'm ready to launch myself. That's that feeling I'm getting here. In the present, you have the Three of Cups, which is funny with all these lizards. Like, or us. Maybe this is what we all look like, by the way. But anyways, Three of Cups is socializing, having fun, going out, partying, networking. Your challenge is strength. So Leo energy showing up. And your future is the Temperance, which is Sagittarius. So here you are, a little bit holding a little bit of your money. And also, it's so funny because if you look at these two cards, it's kind of opposite, right? This one's like, you know, but this is a past, right? So maybe you have been a bit more restrictive on how you're spending money. But now you're like, yo, I am a Leo and I need to go out, right? So with these March energies, I don't know where you are in the world, but Now it's like sunny and beautiful, minus 16 degrees. And tomorrow is going to be like 15 centimeters of snow. But if you're in a great place, kudos to you. Doesn't matter. Like tomorrow in the 15 centimeters, I'm going out with my friends for brunch. We're like, yeah, let's do this, right? Because that's how we got to live. This is like us, like Leos, I'm saying. Enjoying life, how we know how to enjoy life. But also, it's also speaks to me of networking. Like I feel like you are perhaps putting yourself out there, maybe on social, or you're reaching out to people. And this is advice for you to go reach out to people, to open old doors. You have opportunities, right? Call old colleagues, friends, if there's something that's like piquing your interest. Because here, the strength being in the challenge position, I feel like you're perhaps have given your power away, or you're insecure, you're shy, you've shied away, you've like, yeah, like I feel like it's an insecurity. Like you've lost a little of the courage to make these moves, like call on people for help. And it's like, do it. What are you waiting? It's hoppity hop to it, right? Like, let's go, man. It's like a Leo. You have that in you to, I mean, you are a very outgoing, courageous in general, right? Adventurous person. I feel like with this card showing up has leads me to believe that you've kind of retracted. You've like things have been a little tough for you lately, so you're like, I don't want to really go out that much. I don't want to spend too much money. I don't want to, like, I'm following the like. But now I feel like something different is happening within you. It's like it's time to go out there. And even though you feel a little bit powerless, maybe it's within a relationship, within a job, with just yourself. I feel like you have a little bit of a, like, the electricity is a little bit down, right? Like the voltage is a little bit low. It's okay to be feeling like that, but the rabbit energy feels like it's time to like jump out of this and go out there and put yourself out there, because the future card is the Temperance card, which is your fellow fire sign, Sagittarius. And if you look at her or him or it, whatever, it's her, it's a jaguar. Looks like a jaguar, leopard energy, whatever it is, a feline energy with angel wings, holding her hands out and allowing, balancing her emotions, or his, and the mental and the physical kind of thing. And I kind of like that, because I just figured the cups is water, emotion, and the pentacles is earth, grounded, physical. So it's almost like you've like, I don't know why some of you have like wanted to travel, but you didn't, because you were holding tightly, like, to the money. And now it's like a time to release and let it flow, let it go, people. And that's what you're doing. Temperance is like finding that balance, getting back into neutrality, becoming the master that you are, right? Healing yourself, all with emotions, mental, physical, spiritual. You're seeing the bigger picture now. You realize that you've let go of your true nature, which is this Three of Cups, which is who you are, man. You just love to be with people. You love to share. You love to drink. You love to eat. You love to socialize. You just love to be like around people, to be the spotlight. And you've been afraid with this Strength in reverse. You've been holding yourself back because it's been a bit tough, and I've seen it. We've seen it in the past few weeks. But it's time to get back to where you need to be. But 14 is 5, is change. So like a little bit of change is in order here for you. Change, like go back to, almost like going back to your true self, which is the mastery self to me. This is like, you are that, Leo, for me. I feel like you have I don't resonate with Leo like this at all. Like, I'm not gonna spend money. I feel like Leos are not like, they're not like frivolous or whatever, but you like to spend your money. You like to buy beautiful things, and you love to share it with people. You're generous, and you love to enjoy life. And you've been like this a little bit too long. So it's like Temperance is like, you're ready. There could also be some healing happening for you, which I feel like you can already heal yourself, but maybe you need to reach out to a healer, or you need to do some alignment work. You know, I have tons of people, if ever you want to know, in Montreal, of course. But very interesting energy here. Well, look at this advice card. A number 10, first of all, which is a 1. Master Manifester. I love it. And with that freaking spider, I love the spider. Aquarius has a spider. The spider is like I said the story to Aquarius, and I'll tell you. There's like Simon, my spider, who shows up every single summer. It's been 3 summers I'm here. And I haven't seen the summer this yet, but let's see. He comes out and he webs this beautiful like cobwebs, and you know, the rain comes, the wind, it's gone, the next day he's back there doing the same shit. So for me, the spider is phenomenal. Like, and the crow, I love it, or the raven, or whatever it is. But to me, things are starting to come true for you. You can manifest whatever you want. It's really trusting in yourself, Leo, and you know that you have it. And that's what I feel like you haven't. You stopped manifesting because you were so afraid. And you know that going out there, and you know that tapping into that the fire energy of yours can get you this, right? Start, go back on that train of thought again, of like knowing that whatever it is you ask, whatever it is you visualize, will come true. And I'm telling you, come April, manifestations are, if they're true in the heart, are going to materialize like this. And you're going to be like, oh, we are stepping into a new consciousness. So this is awesome. Community. I mean, 3 of Cups, community go hand in hand. I feel like you're being asked to maybe create a community. Maybe some of you are even thinking of creating your own little community offshore, whatever, like in an, like off grid. That's what I meant, not offshore, but anyways, like, or joining communities, joining people, like-minded people, whether it's hobbies that you like to do or whatever it is. But community is where we're headed towards, right? A lot of us have been in solitude, like hiding from the world, because we're going through some massive spiritual awakenings. But at one point, we're all going to have to come back together. And who can bring us together? A Leo can. So, like, start thinking about that too. Gathering the peoples. Your full moon in Virgo message is work through your feelings. It's really beautiful, because this is exactly this. This is the power you've been giving away. Like, you've been off, like almost handing it to people. You haven't been your true self, really. You've been working, you've been dealing with a lot of insecurities, and now it's time, like, it's okay if you're insecure, and it's okay to feel powerless, but it's to look into the mirror and say, why am I feeling like this? It's to, like, go back and understand, and go back to that person that you were insecure, and forgive that person and release it and let it go and move into this new energy. So what a beautiful reading for you, Leo. I feel like there's some greatness coming your way. it's all like coming together for you, but definitely I see a little bit more socializing in your part, more networking, manifestations coming true, but also think about this is what it is. It's networking for me, for you. I hope this resonates with you, some of you. If not, check your rising and your moon. Also like, share, comment, thanks, subscribe. I don't know what there is anymore. And also, if you leave a comment below, I'm going to enter you in the spring tarot giveaway. So every comment in the next few weeks will be entered into the drawing. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. So we got, what am I looking for here? Oh, I have this little comment. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. We got Otter Spirit. You are never alone. It's like a really gorgeous card. It's like these two otters, you see? Hugging each other in this heart. So lovey-dovey. Exactly like a Virgo is. Not. Alright, so we love you, Virgo, anyways. Otter Spirit is, for me, this coming together of it's a friendship card, by the way. So it's like this, like perhaps a lot of you have lost friends in the past few years or months, and because no one is aligned with you, or perhaps you've lost, like, I feel like it means like you've walked away from some old energies or people in your life, and perhaps you felt a little bit like alone or out of sorts, and this is saying you're never alone, right? Even if people walk away from you, even if you walk away from people, you have tons of invisible friends around you, right? That you don't see yet. But also there's a big support system around you, that physical system around you that might not have come in, haven't yet come in. But also pay attention and observe. I just feel like there's these, sometimes you just need one friend. You just need that person to listen to you, to encourage you, to help you. And you don't need to talk to them every single day of your life. It's just that you know. So beautiful energy, just saying that you're not alone. So we have a moon card. We have some advice coming your way. And your past energy is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is beautiful. This hummingbird that flaps its wings like 10,000 times in a day, by the way. That's how fast they like. Anyways, he's holding the sword with a wreath. This is a nice imagery. This is Ace of Swords is new communication, is like getting clear, like in the past. So you've got really clear with what it is you need to do with your life. Like you've said goodbye to your exes. You've decided what you need to do with your business. You've decided what you need to do with your job, with your home. Like you moved in, you moved out, you went on, you try. Like I feel like it's very definitive feeling here, Ace of Swords. Like, okay, it's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's like, and it's victorious. It almost feels like you like felt like, yeah, man, I made this decision. It's the best thing I've ever done. That's that feeling I'm getting here. In your present, you have the King of Cups. I like this King of Cups. I think it's my favorite one. This polar bear with this big ass red cup in the middle. He's in the sea. You know, because the King of Cups is all about water, and it's a Scorpio energy. It's like feeling like on top of the world, but in a very comfortable, loving, dreamy, romantic way. The King of Cups could also be so dreamy and romantic and it could be deeply disturbing as well, because the Scorpio is like really goes deep inside the like waters of emotions. So let's see what this means for you. I want to open them all to have a... Oh, you have 2 cards for advice. Okay. The Empress energy. Your challenge is a female. A mother. You. A sister. An aunt. A woman. A woman in your life. So this could be interesting. Ooh, the Queen of Cups. Again, the same kind of energy. But it's really interesting the way this is showing up. They're both looking at each other. Like loving each other's energies. They're very idealistic in their approaches. They're very... nothing is practical about them at all. They live in a dream world. They live in an imaginary world, right? They live in their own worlds, the king and the queen. But for me, it feels like Virgo, this is showing up because perhaps there is a relationship you're in that feels like that. It feels like you just have to look at each other and you know what is happening. Like you don't have to talk too much, or you could talk because cups like to talk. But it feels spiritually ascended almost. But the king and queen together could also be like you're drowning too much in like the illusion, right? Like, oh, everything is so romantic, but like you're not really seeing the outside world. It's very interesting because the Empress here feels to me like there is some very strong energy around you that's holding your relationship. That's like maybe... Okay, this could be a lot of scenarios. Could be like some female energy around you that's like, no man, I'm not a big fan of your relationship right now. It could feel like that. It could be you. It could be you weary about a king or a queen in your life. It could be you weary about the intentions of these people in your life. You because the Empress in a challenge position is this control energy. It's this I take things personal energy. It's a Taurus Libra energy. So it's like this, like it could be she could be vindictive, and it all speaks of people. Like it's not a situation. It like literally feels like people. Like it literally feels like the Ace of Swords. You came up with an idea, you concretized it, kind of thing. You put it on paper, or it's like something like you communicated with someone, said this is what's going to happen. Boom, boom, boom. Or this is what I'm doing. I'm starting this new project. I'm starting this new business. I'm really happy in my job, but I want this. Like you had a dialogue with somebody before we get into these energies, right? That you confirmed something, that you're like, I'm clear as day. This is what I want to do in my life. This is what I want to do. This is how I want to travel. This is where I want to move. This is where I want to live. This is how I want to be. That's that feeling I'm getting. And then we get to this couple. You don't have to be a couple, by the way. Even if you're single, there's still this feeling of people in your life. Could be a mother, a father. Like this could be you and a partner. You and a partner. It could be you and a friend of yours, like someone who's on the spiritual path with you, whatever. It just like, I feel like one of you is here represented, or this is you represented, who's annoyed by these two people. Like that's what I feel like. Like it's like you as the Empress saying, I can't deal with this like dreamy, like you're not stable enough for me. Like I need you to lay off me, kind of thing. I need to not live in this dreamland. I need to be concrete about things. Empress is Taurus, freaking money, right? And Libra's relationships, like let's get real, kind of thing. That is the feeling I'm getting here for you guys. I almost feel like this water energy is not. Because Taurus is Virgo, it's Earth like you. And that's why I feel like this is... How can I say this? If you're in a relationship right now and you're all dreamy, me, I feel like you need to pay attention to this relationship. This it could be showing up for you to really look at it as an observer and see, like, is this really the right thing? That's the Empress coming in saying, is this really what you want in a relationship? Is this or it could also be that, like I said, these are people in your life that are like trying to rule, control the way you do things in your life. There's so many scenarios popping up in my head. I'm like, oh my God. But it's funny because, like, either whether you launch into a relationship or whether you're in a relationship already, that Empress energy as a challenge speaks to me of losing your independence, becoming dependent on someone else, attaching yourself, losing control of, like, forgetting who you are. So it's almost like, be careful, Virgo. And with this full moon in Virgo, you're in the process of cleansing old shit out of your life. Do that and pay attention to this relationship, which is beautiful, by the way. A King and a Queen of Cups is really beautiful energy. It's just the Empress that has come in to, like, make me look more deeply into this. Because if the Empress is here, it could be like a woman that's come between the two of you, or it could be like a mother, a maternal energy that is questioning you, and you need to pay attention to it, or you need to, like, butter out. Like, you need to, like, flicker away. There could be an energy, like, of a female around you that is like jealous. Could be someone jealous around you. That could be it, because Empress could be jealous. But somehow I feel like it's you. And you're looking at your relationship and you're like, okay, I don't need to be losing my power. I don't need to be giving my power away. And I need to be, like, a little bit more level-headed, right? Because you're Virgo after all. Also, it could be, if you're single, just, it's a really powerful energy, the Cups energy coming together. It's just, get a bit more grounded. Like, she's like in this, I find this plant is in a glassed vase. It feels a little constrained to me, but I guess that's what she needs, this plant, right? To grow. But this almost feels like, become the observer of your beauty, of your soul, and become the observer of this relationship around you. What are the intentions of these people around you? Are these intentions of these people to truly better you? Or are they just to live in la la land kind of thing? Is this your couple? Are you too much in the flowers and unicorns? Pay attention kind of thing. Could be very hyper emotional, this relationship as well. But definitely a lot of love for each other. There's a lot of warmth and comfort and listening to each other. But again, water is temperamental, so there could be that. So the Empress coming up means to me, I know the Empress only means the King of Cups. I'm looking at it completely different here, and that's how I'm going to stick to it. It feels like the Empress showing, it truly feels like there's someone in the way of your happiness. It could be a female, it could be a man with feminine energies, but someone who's kind of like this, daunting, or it's you that's like being the observer of your relationship or of this new thing that's coming in, or I don't know. I'm just feeling when I see them together, I feel like, I mean, they're beautiful old, they look like an old couple, like happy, but like they live in their little own world, which is great. I don't have no problem with living in your own world. But Pisces can be delusional, right? And their Scorpio and the Queen of Cups is Cancer, so it's like water energy, regardless, Pisces or whatever. And Cups energies can see things with rose-colored glasses and in their own ways of looking at things. So just observe a little more. And this Empress in reverse, like this doesn't even, like there could be even at work for you some woman, boss, colleague that is like giving you a hard time, that's like checking everything, reviewing everything, being a royal pain in the ass. I could feel like that's coming up for you, and you're just wanting to be peace and love, and you're like, yo, I don't want to like dive into your crapola. There could be that showing up as well. There could be also a message that you're being asked to move into these King of Cups and Queen of Cup energies, which is like being more loving, more compassionate towards yourself, towards others, regardless if this freaking energy is like pounding down, being a helicopter, like almost taking away a bit of the love and fun that you're having in this relationship. I almost feel like you need to go back to this Ace of Swords and remember why you did something and why you started something, and go back to that. You know, I don't like going back, but I feel like this, in this case, because it's very prominent, the people here. So you got two advice. Your first advice is small steps, big accomplishments. I'm going to talk about that. And you are what you think. It's kind of beautiful. There could have been a time where you've made this big decision, and then this couple, has come, and now you're like in a process of making changes in your life, and the small steps, big accomplishments is that like let things just flow, Virgo. We know you like to make freaking to-do lists and deadlines, bullshit like that, checklists, but throw that away for a while, especially in March, and just allow things to just flow. Even the littlest thing is a big thing. And I love this for everybody. You are what you think. Like, but I'm not so much a thinker, but you are who you are. So if you really feel like you need to, whatever, if you feel like a king or a queen, then that's who you are. Right? You're light. You're powerful. You have amazing instincts. You don't listen to yourself. It's time to tap into that shit. Regardless of these people around you, regardless of these like controllers around you, these people who want to like make you feel guilty about certain things, regardless of the dreamers around you, like be you, do you, and stick to you. Wow, look at this energy. Orphaned. So interesting. I mean, some of you feel like, and I kind of like this with this, actually, because you're never alone, and some of you feel like you're alone in this. And even in this, like, this King of Cups and Queen of Cups energy, you're still feeling alone. So perhaps some of you are going through a breakup. Who knows? Because of another woman. Perhaps some of you are... This speaks like volumes, this orphan card for me. This is 5, is change. It feels like some of you feel like you're walking alone through this whole journey. regardless of these compassionate spiritual people in your life. And maybe you have all these powerful women or men in your life as well, but who have ideas of how your life should be, kind of thing. I feel like crying. You feel alone, Virgo. You're not alone. People don't have to. We live too much in a society where we need people's approval and validation of how we need to move forward, instead of just listening and trusting your gut. And if that's what you want to do, then you do it. And if it doesn't work out, then you deal with it on your own. The consequences are yours to deal with, right? If you moved on the wrong path, then okay. Like, we haven't moved on wrong paths before. We live in this fear. And the orphan is like you're hiding, you're holding yourself back from truly being you and truly doing, like, to me, orphaned feels like you're living the life of the lie instead of living the life that you are here to live, which is being 100% unapologetically you. Just moving in to whatever you see yourself as. That's it. That's who you are. So for those of you feeling like you're alone in this, you are absolutely not. Everyone is around you. And I feel like you have like a mother energy or someone energy, like trying to break you up, trying to like, it doesn't feel good here. It's time to listen to yourself, kind of thing. But also beware of the delusion that this couple could bring, because the two of them together, they could live in their own little world that's made up, right? Which is fine in a certain way, but like, you need to be true to you. Well, the full moon energy is take inspired action. So, like I said, these small steps, big accomplishments to take inspired action is like with the Ace of Swords as well. You had come into this reading with some inspired action already, like you had already communicated clearly to someone. You've already decided to do something, to move into something, and then here we got stuck with people around you, like holding you back, or you holding yourself back because of fears and feeling like this. But it's time to just move on your own. Just take the steps that you feel are, that, I don't know how many times I can say it, just take the steps that you want to take. Like, we need to stop listening to everybody. And nobody has authority over you. No freaking body. Nobody. You're here working as a whole, going towards source. That's it. So if you live like that, then you're like, okay, free for all. Obviously, free for all doesn't mean like violence and anger and that, rebellion. We're moving towards passion, yes, freedom, joy, peace. And I just feel like these Empress energies around you that are holding you down, whether it's you or your mother or someone else around you holding you down, female or male with female energies, it's not who you are. Don't stop giving your power away to these people that feel like they need to make decisions and choices for you. Just be careful of, again, what I said about this couple, or if it's incoming or if it's now, but otherwise, do you. I hope this kind of came all together. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank me with a little button. And leave a comment below, and I'm going to enter you in a reading that I'm giving for spring, which is in 2 weeks from now. So I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Libra. We got Canary Spirit, sing a new song. So like I said, Instagram, Facebook, if you're coming from there, I'm going to say it again. I pull out these cards Thursday night because it usually takes me like 2.5 hours to pull all the cards out. And I dreamt of the canary last night in those 3 hours that I slept. And I dreamt that the canary died. So I was woke up and I was like, why am I dreaming a canary? And I remembered Libra, this canary spirit. But then I was like, wow, that's a really good thing, right? Because canary dying means to me rebirth, like change, new. And here it's like you're needing to sing a new song. You're needing to change up the song of your life, kind of thing. And as I was preparing for this reading, I started singing, and I'm gonna sing to you, so you can lower it and put captions. It's something like sing a new song. It's like it's called 40. It's a U2 song from back in the old days when they were normal, when they were like had a purpose, when they started singing, when they were good. And it's like I felt like that. It's like, and it's a rebel song for them. It was like moving out with the Irish, the IRA, and all this. It's like moving in through the rebellion stages of Ireland, and this is what this is to me. It's like you being a rebel and singing your song. You like time for you to like start singing the song that is appropriate to you, right? That resonates with you, instead of you singing other people's songs, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we're too busy living life for other people. Living life for my husband, my wife, my sister, my brother, my aunt, my mother, my father, my boss, and all these freaking people. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Because it's respect, Sabrina. No, it's not respect. It's like time to sing your song. Like, why are you on this earth? You're not here to live you're not here to have a job. You're not here to have a business. You're not here to have a house and a car. And you're like, why am I here? Like, if you think that's why you're here, then that's even something to question, because that's like boring, right? Why are we here? We're here to sing our song, to sing our music, so that if I sing my song, then she sings her song, and we put this whole song together, and it becomes a huge melody of vibration and frequency, and we all rise into a new consciousness. But this is outside of being spiritual. It's time for you to be you. Just you. That's it. So, we have full moon, we have advice, and we have the past energy, the Knight of Pentacles, which is a Virgo energy. This beautiful beaver here, holding his money, walking through the pasture, is like some of you have been working steadily in your jobs. Money's coming in slowly, steadily. You're feeling a bit accomplished with money, like your money is set up good in a certain way, kind of thing. It's like perhaps like you're working now and it's not as quickly as you wished for the money to be coming in, but just it's a really good feeling here that it feels like things are going to slowly come into play. If you've started a new business or started a project, there's no worries to me here. To me, I feel like there's something flowing in slowly. And then the Five of Wands, totally different energy. Leo, they're fighting here on stilts, very unstable. The Five of Wands is that. It's like struggle, personal struggle, competition. It's like a struggle with someone else in your life, but like nothing on stable grounds. Your challenge is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is relaxation and quiet. We know Libra's going to have a problem with that. The King of Pentacles is your future. I like that. We start off with the Knight of Pentacles, which is like slow moving, money, stability, opportunities coming in, and then the King of Pentacles, boom, like Mr. Reindeer, moose. It's like Canada. I'm kidding. Canada. It's Moose here, established, very comfortably sitting on his chair with a coin in his hand, coins all over the place. It's like you may be starting a business. Maybe some of you are starting a project or a business, or starting a new job. And it's like very slow moving, but boom, it's going to work out for you. But in the meantime, you are struggling. So this is, to me, is like job or money. I'll talk about that first, like a project, and then we can go into relationship, whatever. It speaks to me of like, perhaps you have like issues with colleagues or project. You're working on a project, managers, people like that, and it's just your ideas are not coming across very well. They're not receptive to your ideas. You're not on the same wavelength. Could be that. And maybe your ideas are very new, or maybe they're traditional, and you're just fighting a lot. There's a very uneasiness here, I feel, with you. You're fighting against tradition. You know, maybe you're in business with people who are still doing the same thing over, and you're trying to bring in something new, and they're like, no, we've been doing this for 10 years, 20 years, we can't. But look, at the future is like, yo, you win. Right? Like, although this is tradition too, a little bit, because the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is that feeling of like accomplishment, success. So whatever it is you're like fighting about or arguing about, or it feels to me like you've done it. So keep doing it. Obviously, this is not comfortable, but I mean, nothing is comfortable when we're making new, like, right? It's funny because your challenge is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is this relaxation and calm, but in reverse, it's like, I can't find my calm anywhere. Right? I'm a Libra. I'm a mind. Everything is. I'm like, I can't. There's too many things going on in my mind. And I mean, it makes perfect sense with the Five of Wands. It's like you're struggling with yourself. You're struggling with other people. You're struggling with how people are seeing things. You're like, you can't believe it. You're like, I want to launch into this new thing. I want to start something new in our relationship. I want to open a new door, a new opportunities, calling our name with the Knight of Pentacles. And here you are holding on to what was, and look how unstable it is anyways, right? It doesn't work in this new energy. And you know it, but, or maybe you don't know it. Maybe you're the one who's struggling with someone else. And this is a wake-up call. It doesn't work anymore. So if you're holding on to something old, Virgo energy, old, like grounded, I'm going to hold on to this till I die kind of thing. I can't, because this is the way I used to do things, and this is the way the relationship worked before, and this is the way that, and you're like, no, man. Or the other person's like, no, man, Libra, we got to make a change. But I feel like it's you more. And it's not comfortable. It's freaking uncomfortable. And maybe the canary, it needs to sing now. Right? The canary will sing in the future. The canary is gonna sit on top of the moose's antlers, and it's gonna be like, yo, I told you we need to change. You're in a process of change, Libra. Whether it's relationship, whether it's your job, whether it's yourself, but you're working with people who are living in an old world, in an old story, and they're holding on, even if it's freaking just about to destruct, and you're not having it. And kudos to you, Libra, if that's you, because it's time to make the move. It's time to make the change, because it doesn't work otherwise. There's money, abundance coming your way, financial opportunities, much more than you would have imagined. It just feels like, I love this King of Pentacles. I love these kings. They're like amazing. They're like, he's so self-assured and confident, and anything can happen. He's cool, right? His blue socks. So your advice is self-worth, self-love, self-value, self-respect. But look what it's on. I feel like, you know, in this case, the pig is on a podium, but to me it looks like pentacles, coins. Like coins. That's what we're talking about here. It's time to, how do you love yourself? You sing your own song. That's it, man. You do what you want to do. And not with all these people like holding on for their old story, holding on these stilts that are like gonna freaking fall apart soon. It's like that's what you're kind of surrounded with right now, Libra, and it's like you're seeing things differently, and you're like, nah, it's not the way it's gonna work for me. I can't do this. I love myself too much. I have too much self-worth, self-respect to be like holding on to this. It's not working. And it's really like putting you in a tailspin, though. Your mind is like, and the King of Pentacles is like, yeah, chill, man, relax. Sit on your couch, your Barcelona, your chair, whatever you want, and freaking chill. Because money's coming in, and life is going to start to work out. As long as you sing your own song, people. I love this energy. It's really cool. Yep, really nice. It's an 11 card too. It's the divine number. Oh, look at that. Yang energy, which is the King of Pentacles energy. Divine masculine energy. The divine, you're a divine masculine sign. The air signs are all divine masculine. Are they? Yes. Cups and earth are feminine. So it's like step into that power. You know, not to say that divine feminine is not power, but it's action. That's what the divine masculine compared to the feminine is. It's doing. It's like, it's sun energy. It's life force energy. It's like, I can sit and fight with you all day long, and but I'm singing my song and I'm going, right? I'm freaking on my way to the next level. Like, I just feel like you're tapping in, you're acting, you're doing, take that opportunity that comes on your lap, even if it means moving away, even if it means going somewhere in a different company, even if it means, I don't know, I just feel like there's like a huge opportunity showing up at your feet. And I feel like with his relaxed manner, it feels so, you're so ready to take it. You're so ready to move with it. Because this, I think it's one of the best Five of Wands. It's exactly that. Like, these guys on these, like, flimsy stilts, they're like, you're fighting for what? Right? Stop fighting the old and let's move into the new. Nice. And your full moon energy, wow, is to cool your emotions. It's Aries again. It's another like masculine energy showing up here. But cool your emotions. Yeah, don't be like angry, resentful about this, controlling about this. No, man. Be it a freaking, I was going to call it Timmy. I used to have a bird, like 17 birds called Timmys. Timmy. I don't know why we call him Timmy. Canary. Be a canary, man. You know? It's golden like the sun. And he's a king over here. And like, he's doing his thing. But he's not being angry about it. He's not like, I'm going to sing that song, you know? Okay, look. I like this energy. This is freaking awesome, Libra. This is like you it's like it's a one energy. It's like you moving into self-love, because self-love means you like taking the next step. Aries, is the first sign of the zodiac. It's like everything is firsts here. We're ready. We're ready to move into this. Taurus energy, Aries energy. I mean, you can't have anything. There's Aries, Leo, Saggy energy. This is fire energy. We're ready to pounce. Are we ready? I feel like we are. And it's all boils down to respecting, loving, and valuing yourself. Things are moving in, not as fast as you want them to move in, but trust it and it will materialize. All right, my beautiful Libra, this is the message I have for you. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. You always can find that on cafeastrology.com. Also check where your Saturn is and your Pisces is. It could in your Virgo. There's a lot of things to look at in your birth chart. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and also click on the thanks button to thank me with a little donation, and leave comments below, because I will add you into the spring tarot reading giveaway. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. We got Take the Lead, Stag Spirit. I mean, this is actually the cover of the Oracle deck. This is, I mean, such a powerful animal, right? Take the lead. Take the steps that you need. I mean, you're already leading, just so you know, Scorpio. But you don't see it, and nobody sees it, but we're all leading. It's just time to get up and go. Time to do. Time to, like, I feel like this is I'm just coming off Libra, which is very divine masculine energy was present, and I'm feeling the divine masculine energy, and I feel like that is coming out here. It's time to, like, stop talking and doing. Like, if there's something you want to do in your life, what are you waiting for? Are we just talking, ruminating over it, imagining it? I mean, imagining is great, but also there's imagining and actually doing too. I just feel like some of you are holding back from being the leaders that you are. So let's see what it means here. We have a full moon advice, and we have you in your past energy with the Four of Cups. It's so cute, these cards. This is like a rabbit girl. Oh, cool. Look at that. And there's like rose-colored glasses, right? Which is this whole Pisces energy of living in disillusion kind of thing. You almost going with the illusion out there because you don't want to expose yourself as that spiritual being that you are, or expose yourself as that very strong Scorpion that you are. But you're going to just go along with the illusion because it's going to make everyone else feel comfortable. And we don't want to make people uncomfortable. We don't want people saying, oh, fucking Scorpio again, with all their emotions. That's the feeling I'm getting right now. You, like, even bored with life. But you, like sitting on your couch and saying, okay, what's next? I got all my cups are full here. I have like so much power coming in from source. So much so much to do and offer in this world to take the lead. Yet I'm like gonna sit here and ponder and wonder and like dream, and you know, there's this lack of motivation coming out of these cards for you, dude. The devil. The devil. The challenge is the Ace of Swords. And the future is the world. 2 Capricorn energies showing up. Saturn energies, by the way, if you listen to my intro. That's huge. And the 4 of Cups is Cancer. So the devil is showing up. Devil could be a lot of things, right? The devil is definitely ego. So you're listening to your ego, your mind, which is telling you you're stupid, you're ugly, you're fat, you're skinny, you're smart, you're dumb, all of the things, right? It's just, that's what it is. It's attaching to relationships, attaching to material, it's attaching to your homes. It's like addictions, drinking, drugs, gambling, shopping. It's a lot of this. It's the obsessions. It's all feeling unworthy. It's a take prisoners kind of card, right? It's like the Lovers card here is in the cages, but you see, interesting that the cages are open. The cage doors are open on either side. So it's not like the devil is holding you. Nothing is holding you nothing is making you addicted. Nothing is making you materialistic, making you listen to the ego. You have free will to choose. And you're choosing that. And the devil, even though he's like carrying you away, he's actually giving you an out right here. But it's very interesting. It's a really good card. I like it. Of course, when you come out of the cage, you have to deal with the devil, right? Which is your inner, it's your shadow. You have to deal with the triggers. Like, you come out of that addiction, you come out of that ego self that you love to live in, which just keeps you down, keeps you down, keeps you down. You come out of it and you're like, no, fuck that. I don't want to live with that. But then you have the devil's like, well, that's who you are. You can't change. And then you're like, yeah, you're right. Right? Or whatever it is, right? And then you're back in the cage again. Again, it's free will. Wow. That is powerful. Because your challenge is the Ace of Swords, which is communication. So this could be with somebody else, like you're not communicating well with somebody, and hence you always finding yourself back in the cage. Could be triggers. Could be your mental health, like your stability, like your ego. It's all fucking ego right here, right now. Fogginess, like it's not clear. Ace of Swords and as a challenge, you're not clear of what you need to do, and the devil's like, well, here, I'm giving you a free passage. Go. But, you know, I'm going to still like be your worst nightmare. And that's what we do. Go back in the darkness. We go back in the cage. So some of you are dealing some massive triggers, people. And you know what? This is the best thing. I know you don't want to hear this, but it's the best thing ever. If you're in full trigger mode, that means that you're at that precipice where it's like leaving you. Because if it keeps coming back, it's like, okay, you haven't cleared it fully. We need to clear it again. And if you keep repressing it and you keep putting away, it's going to come fucking back worse. Right? The devil's going to be worse. So there's a little wake-up call coming for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Whatever is not clear, whatever feels foggy, whatever feels like heavy to you right now needs to be worked on. Or you will always find yourself in the cage. And to me, the cage is the illusion out there, right? To me, I feel like we're in March. We're at a point where this is it. If you choose to stay in the cage, your wish is granted. Go ahead, stay in the cage. If you wish not to stay if you do the work, then watch out, world, because what's coming for you is a whole new world. Whole new world. A new world you can't even imagine. It's exactly the same as this one, but completely different. You'll be seeing it a whole new way. So this is like there's no more relying on other people, by the way, for your actions and for your life and how you go on this journey. There's no we put so much money in psychologists and therapy and healing sessions and whatever. social media, energy, time, watching videos, whatever, when all of it is here, in you, or outside of you, but you. It's you know. You already know what this is going on. But the devil is all the other outside shit. And it's your choice to stay in the cage or outside the cage. When you're not clear, when the challenge is that there's a communication coming in, it's not clear to you, it's time to be courageous and get out. So this could be like, some of you are in, let's say if you're in a job and it's like you feel caged in and your boss not communicating very well, you know what to do, right? This could be you at home, like you're trying to figure out your next steps. You're like, I don't know, I don't feel like a purpose, I don't know, but you're thinking too much. What do you have to think about? Something to think about. Just do. Like, what do you mean just do? Like, just clear your mind and live. If the next day you want to go in the park and walk, if you want the next day you want to go travel somewhere, and everyone's like, well, yeah, that's crazy, you can't go do that because I don't know why people have these freaking reasons. Like, I don't understand the reasons. Like, what's it to you? It's not even your life, it's mine. And I don't get it. For me, you're heading towards the world, which is the other Saturn Capricorn card, which is beautiful. The world is the end of the journey. You're coming to an end of this whatever this is for you, this attachment, this material attachment you have to something, this relationship that's not working in your life, this job that is bringing you money but not bringing you satisfaction, this gambling, addiction, drinking, drug, whatever, all of those. This need to for validation all the time. This need to be stroked all the time, like you know, you're the best, you're that, the approval, like that is like, that's the devil. We don't need that anymore. We just need to be Scorpio. Take the lead. It's time for me to take the lead. Is this more than that? It's like you be the leader of your own life. Why are you allowing the devil to lead your life, to tell you when you can come out of the cage or in the cage, or when you come out of the cage and you're allowing him to, or her, or whatever, or it, to like grind into you that you're useless and worthless and nothing? We allow that. We allow everybody around us to tell us that because you're not rich and powerful and you don't have a Mercedes and you don't have this, and who cares? And like, it's just like, oh my God. This is such a telling energy. Actually, I don't hate the devil here. I actually kind of like him here. I think he's actually giving you the way out, and you're the human, as the human, are the one going back in the cage all the time. The devil in you is your shadow, which is the strength of you. The devil inside you is saying, hey, get out. And then you're choosing as the human, not the devil, as the human to go back in. The devil's like, let's work on this. Release me for good. And the world is like, hell yeah, let's like namaste the shit out of this, right? Let's go out of this. I'm feeling here, Scorpio, that you're on your way to, you need to end whatever this old story is. And don't think you can't. Then don't start like, oh, well, no. You know, like, enough. Enough with the baby stories. Enough with the self-pity and the victim. Enough with that. It doesn't work anymore. Because you're just burying your hole in it. It doesn't work. It won't work in the new energies. And I'm not getting upset at you. I love you more than you know. But I know because you can be the leaders of this world. Not leaders, because we're all leaders, right? But take the lead in your life. Like, stop allowing people to take this power from you. Stop giving your power away. There's like it's like a very fresh energy showing up here for you. Like you're ready to jump. So sorry, fucking scared me. You're ready to jump. You're ready to start fresh. Are you ready? Let's see what your advice is. Oh my God, I love it. Transformation with this phoenix and this rainbow. Not rainbow, it's like a freaking path. You're ready to move into the full moon in Virgo coming. It's time for change. It's time for you to release yourself from this devil energy, this devil job, this devil relationship, whatever it is that's keeping you in a cage. You're not in a cage. Nobody belongs in a cage, not even a freaking bird. You're ready to rise, man. Oh my God, I love it, this card. Interesting. Not for you. I kind of like it. This is not for you. The cage, the Four of Cups, is not for you. This is not for you. I love it. You are Scorpio. You are a deep thinker. You are a profound healer of others, of souls. And here you are feeling bad for yourself, feeling sorry for yourself, unable to get out of the rut, not able to get out of the relationship, not able to get out of the job because you're too much like thinking or you're too much emotional. It's not for you. Enough with the chess game. We're not playing this chess game anymore. We're not playing games anymore, Scorpio. It's time to listen. Be the phoenix inside you. Fucking go into that phoenix, please. Because this world card to me is gold. Push through any insecurity. It's enough. We're done. Right? We're done. You're done. What are you doing? Like I want you really to fully grasp who you are. We are light. And if you haven't been feeling this light codes coming in, because I've been feeling it, like fucking changing my whole body inside and out. We are light, people. We're powerful light. It's time to change. It's time to be you and not follow the rules. You're holding on to something, you're attaching to something. The world is asking you to, like, whatever, namaste yourself. Pilates your way out. You know who you can reach me for Pilates. It's time for you to go and start this new. It's your time to take the lead, Scorpio. That's all I got for you today. I think it's pretty clear. I hope this helped you. You know, it was very general, but I didn't feel the need to go too specific here. If you need to go specific, you can always book a session with me. Also, like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank me with a little donation. Or what else do I say? Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and leave a comment below, and I'll add you to the spring cleaning giveaway, tarot reading giveaway. All right, I love you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. We got dog spirit. Number 19, it's a 1, it's a new beginning. I love it. Be loyal to what you love. For me, when I see the dog spirit, I'm like, be like a dog, right? The dog is completely loyal to its master, but still loves life, has fun, runs around the park, grabs the stick, and it's like it lives life to the fullest. But still emotional dogs, you know, you can feel their master's emotions. It's just a really beautiful card that you're getting here, but it's really tapping into what you love, knowing that you may have lost something, but you are ready for something new, and it's just loving yourself to the fullest through these energies. You know, like dogs, to me, don't care what you look like, how you behave in your life. They just unconditionally love you. For better or for worse. They're the perfect mate. I love it. So let's see what's going on for you. We have full moon energy. Advice, and your past. the Eight of Wands. Every time I see I mean, it's the first time it's a new deck, but when I saw this card, I was laughing hysterically. I mean, this is really funny, no? This is frog, like running away with the wands, or like running from these wands. The Eight of Wands is Sagittarius, by the way. The Eight of Wands is like quick communication, like these wands are coming in. He's like, yo, let's go. It's like leaving something that was could have been a bit hard for you, or could have been good for you, but it's like you're ready for something new. Like it's like, I'm ready to shout it out to the world that I need to make a change. You know, I'm like, Eight of Wands could be like, he has this, it's like a turtle shell. Oh, it looks like a backpack. It looks like a ninja turtle. Okay, maybe it's a turtle. Oh, it's a turtle. Okay, wow, man. Okay. The turtle is running fast. That's like funny. Okay, there we go. The turtle is ready for the next adventure, right? There's like maybe you've received an email, a text, or a call or something of a new job, a new opportunity, a new lease on life. I just feel like this really vibrant energy coming in. I love it, actually. It's really amazing. The turtle. Okay. Your present is the Nine of Wands, which is the next step, which is this like fucking roaring tiger ready for the next step. I love it. Ferocious feline, not a turtle anymore. Your challenge is the Ace of Wands, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So basically, Saggy. I love that you always show up in your readings, man. Anyways, so you're in your reading 3 times. And the Fool card, Aquarius. I mean, come on. This, I think, is by far the best reading I've seen so far. Maybe Gemini was good too. Eight of Wands. Like I said, you're ready. The turtle's ready to move fast into, this is the progression anyways in the tarot, into this kind of energy, right? So now these wands have come in quickly and they've all landed behind her. But she's holding on to one. This is interesting. And she's being as fierce as she can be, but it feels like maybe you made a decision and you went with it. You ran with it. You were like, okay, I did it. I said it. I'm done. Like I communicated it through an email, a text, a phone call, whatever it is. And I feel really good about it. I'm excited for my next step. And you get into the Nine of Wands present. You're like, oh, did I make a mistake? Should I worry about it? Did I, like you're second guessing yourself. Saggy, you're second guessing yourself. But you're still fierce about it. You're still like, I know it sounds like I'm second guessing myself, but I kind of am. I'm like, should I hold on to one last strip of this, whatever this is that I ran away from? Wow. Because the Ace of Wands is challenge. Is that you're challenging your decision here. You're challenging your creativity. You're challenging your ability to move into something new. You're challenging this new beginning. You're challenging this new project, this new business, this new love, this new relationship, this new singlehood. You're challenging this new concept. Wow, man. I mean, it's such a clear reading because your future is the Fool. It's like, stop challenging yourself. You did what you needed to do, and now you're moving into something completely new. You're just taking, look, the dog, it's a dog. Oh, look at the dog. The dog is back. This time the dog has jumped off the freaking cliff, like without knowing what's on the other side, right? Because he's full of unconditional love, and he knows that Spirit is going to guide him, like the same way that this dog knows. And this is just a beautiful energy. This is like, I don't know what's happening in your life, you guys, but you've had to make a move, and you've done it, and kudos to you. you've got some communication that's come in that's like offered you a new position and offered you a new job, offered you an opportunity, a new relationship, or a new lease, like a new path, and you took it and you did it. But a part of you is holding on to like a little sliver of it. 8 wands already in the ground. You're set. A little part is like, oh, I want to hold on. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to make the change. I'm afraid to take on this new fucking wonderful opportunity coming at me. The fear, false evidence appearing real, equals bullshit. Right? So fear is bullshit. It's just your mind saying, no, you're not good enough. You can't do this. You can't have your own job. You can't start your own project. You can't start a new relationship. You can't be single. You can't be doing this. That's fear. Everything else is soul level, like clarity. Your soul is like, first of all of this outside that we're so worried about is not even who you are. It's not even why you're here on this earth. This is just a little game you're playing. It's part of the movie, just to flow through these energies till we get to the actual, like, why we're here. So while you're in this movie, know that you giving yourself your power away to a relationship, to a job, to people in your life, to family, to friends, is just that. Is you giving your power away to them. Plain and simple. And the Fool is like, it's time to jump. Whatever it is that you've been thinking about doing, do it. Like, what are you holding on to? Whatever it is that you're worried about, there's nothing to worry about. Like, it's easy for you to say. No, it's not easy for me to say, but it's like once you listen to your soul, once you start listening in, it's like easy. And trusting the words that are coming out of, like, the feeling of jumping and doing whatever you want is so gratifying, satisfying. And like, instead of waiting for someone else to guide you, or holding on because of how it used to be, or whatever, is not the Aquarian age. It's the Piscean age of living in structure and rules. But we're moving into a new earth of imagination and flexibility and freedom. And it's all here in your cards. So, you know, I love it because she's fiercely holding on to that thing. She's like, I'm afraid, but I'm screaming out. And I'm like, and she knows deep inside that she just needs to let go. She just needs to let go and trust that which is coming. I love it. Your advice? Wow, man. You're almost there. Like, so beautiful. And it's interesting, the fox. The fox feels like a little sly to me, a little clever, sneaky. But the rainbow and everything, it could be like our little doggy. Let's look at him as a doggy. Okay. That you're almost there. You're almost there because of this, first of all, because you're holding on to this one last comfort zone. And it's like, come on, man, Sag, you don't go back on your word. Don't go back, and don't go pick up more sticks, more of what was in the past. Let's move forward in the new. And it's a 44. Beautiful angel number here showing up for you. I mean, I can't even. 8 plus 9 is 17, plus 0 is 17, plus 1 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Time to say goodbye. And you're, ooh, look at this. We have milk and honey. This is milk and honey. Honey is abundance. Milk is nourishment. It's like there's love on the other side of the rainbow. The other side of the rainbow, that's a little bit wonky, right? On the other side of the rainbow, there's love, abundance, like a Jupiter energy, which is your ruling planet of expansion, change, like nourishment to the soul, a change in your lifestyle, change of like, it's time, man. It's time. It's time. It's time to do this. It's time to make this leap. And if you already made this leap, then stick to it. And it might be a little bit rocky on your way. Stick to it because you're almost there. But I love this. Milk and honey to me is like all this. Look, it's this elephant is bathing in it. The elephant is good luck and abundance. There's just really good energy here. Yum, yum. I love it. Yum, yum. Like, where does that come from? Anyways, maybe I'm hungry. You got the full moon in Pisces. It's a full moon in Virgo. You got the full moon in Pisces. Forgive. This is powerful because forgiveness is of self. Forgive yourself for holding on to this wand and like wanting to hold on to that comfort zone, right? Forgive the other person for making you hold on to this wand, right? Forgive the other, your boss, your lover, your partner, your friends, whatever it is, whoever it is. But really it's forgive yourself for enduring the hardship that you went through, for feeling like you needed to run away. If a tortoise is running away, that's like a huge thing, right? Like usually they're like slow moving. So there is a reason why you needed to run. And forgive that. And let it go. Release. And move into this and start loving yourself again. Start loving yourself unconditionally like your dog does. And if you don't have a dog, your like esoteric spiritual dog does, right? So this is a really freeing energy to me for Scorpio, for Sagittarius. You're in this land of forgiveness of self because you put yourself through a little bit of heavy emotions, and now you're like fighting your way through this. But what you're getting, what's coming towards you is like amazing. So even if it feels really challenging right now, what's coming is rewarding, validating, fulfilling. Like, we never see what's outside of that, but now you are going to see that. And I really like this message. You're almost there. We're all almost there. I love this. All right, this is your reading. It's really to the point. It's very clear to me. I love these kinds of readings. So there's nothing, no frills, no like weirdness. All right. So check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, comment, share, subscribe. And also there's a thank you button if you'd like to show some support. And if you leave a comment below, I will, what will I do? I will enter you in the spring tarot reading giveaway, which I will be giving on the 20th, around springtime. And every week I'll enter you in a drawing. I love you so much, Saji, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Capricorn. We got Groundhog Spirit, time to let go. So, I mean, it's pretty clear to me what this means. It's something you're holding on to. You're holding on to an old story, an old energy, a job, a relationship. You know, it's like an old version of yourself. You know, I used to be like this, you know, instead of like who you are right now kind of feeling. I feel like it's time to let go and let flow. You know, like I don't know what the groundhog saw this year and really cares if he saw a shadow or not. It's almost like it's interesting. It's to let go of the shadow part of you. Let go of it all kind of thing. It's like, let's move into this new version of ourselves. We're holding on, we're attaching to like this relationship, or what he used to be with me, what she used to do to me, what she used to say to me, what he used to say to me. That's the past. Why are we holding on to that? Why are you holding on to how he really is a good person, or she really is? Like, it doesn't matter. It's like it's time to move into a new energy. It's clear as day, people. So your full moon energy, you have advice, and now in your past, we have you at the Six of Pentacles as a rooster. Because it's a Taurus. Okay. I mean, I'm a rooster. It's Chinese. I'm a Taurus. That's why I see it's a rooster. Six of Pentacles is like giving, receiving. It's this, you see she's here. She's, there's like little chickadees. Easter basket almost feels like she's sharing her wares with her. You know, so this is a feeling of maybe in the past you've received bonuses, promotions, or you've been flowered with praise and adoration, like admiration, or there's a feeling of you being generous. You know, there's or people around you that are generous with you, or you're generous with people. It's a nice exchange of finances for sure. Pentacle energy. It feels in this card. It feels very generous of spirit. So let's see what else there is for you. In the present, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is you, Capricorn. So a lot of pentacle energy, like earthy, grounded, stability, financial energy. Eight of Pentacles is all about work, usually, or your schooling. Like you see, he's toiling here as a tailor. He's making money, right? Literally, like making money. So there's a feeling here of you've put a lot of hard work. You've put a lot of your effort into this. You've put a lot of your, like you've worked towards to where you are right now, kind of thing. You've given a lot of energy. You've taken a lot of energy as well. And it's like a give and take. But here you are at this present time. I mean, it's so appropriate, right? Because this is Capricorn. It's always working. Your challenge is the Six of Swords. Leaving. Oh, let's look at this further. And your future is the Ace of Wands. New chapter beginning for you. So I kind of like this. I mean, the fact that the Six of Swords and the time to let go is here. Six of Swords is, as you can see, this person is on a boat and getting ready to start a new voyage. Getting ready to start like a new chapter in his life or her life, right? And here it's in a challenge position and at work. So it almost feels like you're challenged by leaving your job, by leaving this project that you started, by leaving this relationship that you worked really hard on. Like it could be a relationship, could be a friendship, family, could be an old version of yourself that you worked very hard to establish. And it's time to make the jump, but you're like resisting it. You're like, oh, you're in your head. This is an Aquarius energy. You're in your head about it. Like, I don't know if I should go. I don't know, you know. You know that in Capricorn, what that is? You know, I put so much energy in it. I've given so much to this company. I've given so much to this project. It was my baby, and I put it so much into it, and now I'm going to leave, you know. And they're like, yeah, you're going to leave because there's something much greater waiting for you on the other side of this. The Ace of Wands is like an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's a fire energy. There's like, it's time to explode into something new. It's time to blast it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a flaming energy. It's like you're going to rise in the next job that you take. You're going to rise in the next project you begin. You're going to rise in this next relationship, because here is just a lot of work that you've put in, and it's great. And I don't see it as a bad thing, though. It's like you've put in the work, you've like, but there's a it's time to let go, kind of. They match even. I like it. It's time to step onto this new journey. Like, what are you holding on to? You're holding on to a what was, and instead of a what could be kind of energy. Like, I feel it's like a Taurus energy is what we hold on to. We're comfortable. What's comfortable with us? right? Any earth energy, even you, Virgo, Capricorn, earth. Unfortunately, we are very, I'm Taurus, right? We're very comfortable in our like little worlds. But here, something new is a new beginning. Like this path, like a volcanic energy, but like a Grand Canyon, expansive energy waiting for you. I mean, it's like a hand of a cheetah probably, and there's like a palace on the other side of it, at the end of it, and there's like potential for growth, right? There's just something very exciting coming your way, and you're scared of moving in it. All these beautiful colors here. So what is the advice? I like it. It's in you, Capricorn. It's all inside of you. You have the wisdom that the crystals bring. Intuition. You have the fierceness of this lion. Lion? Yeah, looks like a lion to me. The strength, the courage to move forth into this. Ace of Wands. This is like a Leo energy as well. Don't fear the unknown. Don't fear like all the made up scenarios that are in your head, because that's what it is. You're like wanting to stay in this comfortable job as this tailor, this seamstress, whatever, because of this, but this comfortable job, this comfortable relationship, everything is comfortable. It's just the way you made it out to be. But it's not. It's like asking you to get out. It's all inside of you. I love this card. You're ready to take the path. You're ready for growth. You're ready to change. Are you ready? Because your cards are ready for you. Come on. Regeneration, rebirth, renewal. It's like this is perfect timing if you're in the northern hemisphere. We are coming from this cold season of winter, moving into spring, where the leaves are ready to sprout, bloom, flourish, and grow. And I feel like that's what's happening for you. It's no more staying in the earth where it's warm and you know where you're gonna go and you know how you're gonna feel. Nope. We're heading out into some new uncomfortable zone. But comfortable, right? It's just all in our heads that it's uncomfortable. It's just all in our heads. That's all. We make things uncomfortable. It's almost like with this, I love this card. It's almost like you know what to do. And you just kept coming back weekly to see me, or you keep asking other people, you keep getting validation for other people, but you know what to do, Cappy. This is your full moon message. Detoxify. The full moon in Taurus. So like Taurus is showing up for you with the Six of Pentacles, and here too it's like detoxify, which is like nourishment and food and stuff like that, but it's also detoxify yourself from whatever this energy that's keeping you from moving forward. Detox from the people around you, detox from the situations, the energies. It's not about positive, negative energy, bullshit like that. It's also just you. Like it's time to detox yourself from the stuck energies inside you. You're holding on and you're attaching yourself to something or someone because of something that's lacking within you. And you're looking to fill it with someone else or to something else. But if you really step back and look as an observer at the situation at hand, you say, okay, I'm attaching myself to this work situation because my relationship at home is empty. So I'm going to attach myself to work. I'm attaching myself to this relationship because a long time ago, someone mentally, emotionally, verbally abused me. And I feel unloved. But I'm going to attach to this anyways. there's a whole spectrum in front of us of how and why and what we're feeling. But it's up to you to move away from that and move into this beautiful new earth that's coming ahead of us, and not stay in this old energy. Saturn is the old world. Pisces is a new world, right? Let us move into something. Aquarius. We're in the age of the rising Aquarius. That's completely new. And here you're being asked, Capricorn, along with other signs, you're not alone in this, to really finally give it a boot. Right? I mean, there is some serious newness coming in your life. This week, this month, it feels very rejuvenating. But it's up to you to let go. I mean, everything's up to you, right? At the end, you have free will, so it's up to you to let go. But truly, what are we holding on to? You are the power. You have it all. It's all in you. Boom. This is like such a clear reading. I really feel like, I think Libra got a clear reading like this. Just very easy, very understandable. I don't have to go into too much detail here because it's very clear what this is. It definitely feels like you're being moved outside of a comfortable job or a relationship that you've put a lot, like something that you've put a lot of energy and you've toiled at, but it's almost like it's not working with you. It's not vibrating with you anymore. Like it's not, the resonance is not there anymore. So it's time to go. And you know what it is, because it's, you know. All right, my beautiful Capricorn. Check your rising and moon for other messages. You can do that on cafeastrology.com. Also, like, share, comment, subscribe, and give me a super thanks for appreciation if you'd like. And if you leave a comment below, I will enter you in a spring, what's upcoming for spring for you on spring, like on March 20th around. So if you leave your comment every week, I'll just put it in a drawing and pull it then. I love you and have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Aquarius. We got the Spider Spirit. Make your dream real. To me, that's speaking very loudly because it's been speaking loudly for you for the longest time. I feel like you all are sitting with the web, whatever it is, whatever. You're sitting with it and not working on it. You're not working on your web design. You're not working on the actual cobweb. You're just sitting with it in your stingers or whatever it is to have. So it's like, I almost feel like you're not taking advantage of the creative energy out there. You're not taking advantage of anything, and you're just holding back from creating, from establishing yourself, from finding that job of yours, finding the relationship of yours. I feel like you're hesitant to be that Aquarian that you are. And you've been like this for a few weeks and months even. And it's like every week I'm always shocked. But this is a beautiful energy. This is saying, hey man, Aquarius, let's go. Put out those cobwebs, put them out everywhere if you have to. Try, do something different. Try, go outside of your norm. There's something holding you back. I feel like you're entangled in a web almost. So we have full moon energy, advice. In your past, we have on your past. Oh, sorry. Oh, you have two challenges. Okay. In your past, you have the Hangman, which is a Pisces energy. The Hangman is, again, you see, this is a kind of idea, I feel. It's like you're just hanging around, waiting for something to happen, not being proactive. You're just taking your time, but in a non-Aquarian way. Aquarius, usually when you find something, you go for it full on. And now I feel like you're not being a spider. about it. Because spiders are very active. They're very, like, I'm going to say the same story I said to you on Instagram, Facebook, and I also said it to another sign. But anyways, because I'm talking about spiders. But, you know, I got my spider that comes to see me every summer. Simon, I call him Simon. He's freaking huge, man. Like, literally, he's like a fucking tarantula almost. But anyways, I love him, and we know each other. And he makes these beautiful webs, like, gorgeous. And I'm like, wow, man, it's amazing. Like, he starts in the morning and it's done by the afternoon. I'm like, wow, man. Anyways, the rain comes in, the snow, the winds, whatever comes in. People are not allowed to touch my webs. Like, and he comes back the next day, boom, does it again. Even more beautiful, so intricate. But all that to say is that this guy, or this girl, or whatever, this spider is coming in and working and doing his magic, and he doesn't care where he's doing it, of course, right? He's doing it at the bottom of the upstairs, like, balcony, right? He's like, I'm just doing it because this is what I gotta do to eat, right? I gotta trap all these mosquitoes, which is a blessing for me too. So in your creativity and in your magic, you are also doing a service to other people, but you're not there yet. That's what I'm coming with this. I feel like you are like diddle-daddling, you're playing, you're dipping into other things, you're looking at ways. You're not like 100% committed to exploring your magic. Maybe you're exploring it, but you're not committed into, like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be that DJ. I'm going to be that singer. I'm going to be that mechanic. I'm going to, I'm going to do this. The Hangman could also be like a card of taking back and observing, which it could very well be that. But I see it a different way. 1 second. Too much talking. All right. Present. Two of Wands. Exactamundo. What an interesting card this is. It's like a cat, and she's holding 2 wands, which I'll show you in 2 seconds. And one wand has a lock on it, and the other has a key on it. And behind her is this beautiful pasture. Look at this. And she's trying to make a decision. Do I use the key to unlock and create a new road for me? Like, what is the path I'm taking? The 2 of Wands is the Emperor is at the crossroads. He's deciding, should I go marry the Empress or should I stay a bachelor for the rest of my life? That's the kind of idea here. And here you are, you're at like this crossroad, and you're like, what do I do? Do I continue like hanging around, being the observer of my life and, playing and working at a job I really don't give a shit about, or doing things like this and just like floating through life? Or, or do I make that like boom decision, become the spider that I am and like create my magic? But it's funny, you got 2 challenge cards. Your challenges are the Ace of Cups and the 8 of Swords. Gemini, and that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But Ace of Cups, let's start with that one, is love. Should I start a relationship? Should I love myself unconditionally at 100%? The self-love is, should I do the things that I'm passionate about? I feel like I have some of interesting Aquarian clients, because some of my clients are super spiritual, which is what you would expect. And some are spiritual, but still stuck in the world, right? Stuck in the fear, right? And it's okay, right? Because we all are. And it's like this, should I follow that passion? Should I just drop it all and become an author? Should I drop it all and become a painter? Should I drop it all and become an acrobat? Like, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting here. And it's in a challenge. So you're afraid. You're afraid of doing that because you are following the rules. The box that you don't like to live in, Aquarius, that is not where you are comfortable in. You're not comfortable in the 4 corners. You are comfortable outside of the corners. You're comfortable a bit in the center. Because we have to remember that in the traditional astrology, you were ruled by Saturn. So that's limit and boundaries. So I do feel like, and you're a fixed sign as well. So fixed signs, you know, we're like this. So I do feel like in the box, you are comfortable in the open space, but I would never put you in a corner. Definitely not. You would die. So that's what I'm feeling. It's like you're here and you're like, I need to like, I want to do things, but I can't, I'm not finding it in me. And I'm like, I'm allowing the anxiety and the worry and the stress to get to me. I'm allowing it all to like enshroud me, like bury me. I'm very, yeah, it's exactly what we've been feeling. I feel like you're even stopping love from coming your way. You're super in your head. It's so interesting because you're confused. You're so confused right now. And you know, some of you are not, and good for you, but some of you are, and it's okay. Like I said, you know, you're not the spider right now. You're starting to rebuild your life again, I feel. Because the future is the Page of Cups. It's such a pretty kid. He's so cute. It's a goldfish. Of course, you know, you could see that. Yeah. A Page of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces again. So Page of Cups is, look, there's like a declaration of love over here. But Page of Cups for me is naive, idealistic. You know, like you think of young people. Pages are usually young people, very, they see the world not in rose-colored glasses, because that's not what I'm thinking, is they see the world in its purity, in its innocence. Like, we think that that's naive, but is it really naive? They see things imaginatively and creatively. And there's like a little innocence about it, which is something you might need right now. You need to tap into that kind of energy. Bye-bye to like this uncertainty and like this swaying. It's not working for you. And it's been happening for like weeks now, right? It's time to tap into this. Just like, I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to create a web. Boom. You want to bring it down? No problem. Because the next day I'm going to do the same freaking thing. And maybe tomorrow I'm going to do it pink. And the next day I'm going to do it yellow. And the next day I'm going to do purple. But you can keep bringing me down, but I'm going to keep standing up. Which is very Aquarius. And you've lost a little bit of it. And you've lost your little mojo. That's fine. So now it's time to get back that like self-love, that self-care. Start doing things that you love. Tap into your emotions. I know it's a little bit difficult to tap into your emotions for you. Like, start. Like, I love that she's outside of the bowl. Like, she doesn't need to be in the bowl anymore. Like, get out there. Start doing things that you love. So your advice, let's see if I can, wow, everything I love. Just trust. This is like my motto. I should create something like that. Just trust. Trust that whatever this Ace of Cups, maybe someone maybe someone broke up with you. Maybe you're feeling like you need to leave someone. Maybe you're feeling like you're not in a great place of loving yourself or loving other people. And it's fine. But why is that showing up in your life? Why are you in a detour? Why are you like... These are things that we have to pay attention to. You have to trust that it's being brought up in your life for a reason. It's there because you need to take the other road. Not stay there. Wow. Soulmates. So it's interesting because you got the Ace of Cups as a challenge. And here you are being asked to make a decision and soulmates shows up. Soulmates doesn't have to only be about love, right? It could be like friends and family members or whatever, whoever you feel like you have a connection with. but there is some form of connection happening. There's a lot of twin flame soulmate energy rolling in because the codes are coming in, and people who are on this journey understand the coding is settling into your DNA. It's upgrading you, but it's like bringing together a lot of people because our codes are actually working all together, right? It's all I always see it as a mosaic, like we're all like coming and weaving our codes together to create something greater than ours. So that is something happening perhaps for some of you, but maybe in a more linear way, there is this feeling of you leaving someone to again open yourself for another to come in, a soulmate that will help you along this journey. Or maybe there's like a self-love, like you don't love yourself enough, and when you do finally love yourself, then you'll be able to unite with this soulmate. You know, there's a lot of different ways to look at these things. But it's a really, like, I feel like that these two came together. It's like, once you begin to trust yourself, Aquarius, this will happen. You will have this connection come in. And you will know it. It will be very fresh and new and playful almost. Creative, very different than what you normally had. And it's like soulmates in work and soulmates in play and like soulmates in love and all kinds of soulmates, right? I just feel like you're at that proverbial crossroad. And you're like, okay, now what? Definitely a lot of happening in there. So your full moon message is honor your feelings. Oh my God, where did I say something about feelings here? Yeah. Honor your feelings. Honor whatever you're going through. If you're feeling angry, if you're feeling guilty, if you're feeling sad, resentful, whatever it is, honor them. Like, we're so weird as humans. We're like, oh no, and then we just like drown them out with alcohol or prescription pills, or we drown out and we don't feel. Honoring your feelings is like feeling it. Like, I don't know who I said it to, but when you're triggered, it's so important to step into that trigger. Like, honor the trigger. Appreciate it. Love it. And say, yeah, okay, you know, at the moment you can fucking yell at it, but allow it to, like, the more you honor your triggers and honor your feelings, the more your soul and your cells go, okay, this was easy. Let's just like clear this one out. Boom. Instead of taking days and weeks, it might take hours and minutes. This is the practice that we're all on. So honor whatever you're feeling. Don't ever berate yourself for feeling angry or sad or all these like emotions. That's you. But step into the awareness and then release and say, okay, I got you. Bye-bye. Right? So that's that feeling here. All right. This is what I have for you, Aquarius. I think it's really, so again, it's a general reading. If you want like a more specific, according to you, you can always book a session with me. So meanwhile, like, comment, share, subscribe. That will help my channel. You can also press the thanks button for a little appreciation for me. Or that's it. Check your rising and your moon for other messages, and also leave a comment below and I'll add you into the spring tarot reading giveaway. Every week I'll just add you into the drawing. All right. I love you. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Pisces. We got Snake Spirit. 55. Time to heal. You know, the same way Scorpios get a bad rap in astrology, snakes get a bad rap in this world. You know, that's scary. You know, they're so important, right? They're like such a powerful animal. They're akin to like dragons for me, how they get such a bad rap, but such a powerful energy. The snake within us, we always have like the kundalini rising within you, starting from your root and sacral chakra and moving up, right? It's that sexual energy that is not what we deem as sexual. Like, it's such a more sacred energy that is within us. And that is this sacredness of the snake. For me, it's like the snake sheds its skin, and it becomes something new. And this is what we're doing right now. This is what you're doing, Pisces, right now. You're shedding your old skin. You're saying goodbye to it. You're saying, I don't want you anymore. I don't want to be that old version of myself. I need to move into this new version. And in the process, I will heal, right? I'm healing myself. I'm healing myself from these old relationships. I'm healing myself from these old hurts and wounds, and the people who try to stab me, and the people who try to like walk all over me kind of thing. And I'm letting it go. I'm leaving it there because I don't need to bring it with me where I'm going. So this is power in a card. Full moon. 2 full moons. Interesting. Advice. We have you have 2 future cards. Okay. Wow, okay. Your past is Page of Wands. This gorgeous zebra. Fashionista, right? So maybe some of you are fashionistas. The Page of Wands is some of you, which is, as we've seen in the past few weeks and months, has been a bit trying. But I know that last week was like a bit more optimistic, and here we're seeing this Page of Wands as you starting your own business, starting a new project, launching yourself into like creativity, like a boost of energy here. Page of Wands, something new, a new beginning, a new lease on life, a new relationship, a new way of dressing, a new way of like something fiery, you know, something to change up all the blue in the head. Just look at how vibrant this is, right? I like this energy coming into this reading. In the present, we have the 3 of Pentacles, which are these 3 felines, cats, playing together, like hopping, like collaborating, and they're all, they're helping each other out. She's trying to grab the pentacle, right? So she's using this, like they're working together to get more money here, right? They're working together to do something. So some of you are in coming together with 2 other people, maybe, or 3 other people, or a group, and to further along this project, there's business deal, or whatever it is, or what is it? I don't know. Like I'm getting like people like with project, but I'm getting also some for some reason I'm getting like because I guess the flair, some fashion girl or guy, and you're doing something fun, right? So you're involving community, you're involving your followers, your clients. There's like a feeling of community. I love it, actually. Helping each other out, networking. Yeah, a lot of socializing, like meetings, but fun. Fun. And your challenge is the moon. And who is the moon? You are the moon. So your challenge is you. Your challenge is not listening to your intuition. Your challenge is not having faith in this project that's happening here. Your challenge is getting too deep into the emotions, like bringing up old hurts and wounds coming up. Interesting. Your challenge, the moon, could also be deception and lies in reverse. So here you are bringing, like, forming a new community, forming a new, like, way of working, a new way of, like, a new project, and there could be someone other than you that is a hindrance to it. You could be seeing things through the eyes of the illusion. You might be, there's something interesting happening here. Let me see what these 2 futures are. The 10 of Wands and the 4 of Swords. Wow, okay. The Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords is like, you see this heavy burden. She's carrying this fucking, excuse me, this heavy bag of like sticks. This monkey or gorilla, and she's walking up the mountain, right? Or she's just come from there. But the idea is having a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders, and 10 is the release of it. You're like at the end of it. Bye-bye. Which is great because don't be Italian and be a tarot reader. like talking with your hands everywhere. And then you got the Four of Swords, which is this relaxation. It's time to take a rest. It's time to like go on vacation. It's time to chill. I don't know what this animal is, like a beaver, an otter, perhaps. There's just a feeling of a lot of heaviness for me. You've, which is so interesting because here it feels vibrant. Here it feels like you're making strides. You're doing like, you're trying out new ways of doing business, or finding out new ways to come together with people. Perhaps you're starting a new relationship, and maybe you're polyamorous kind of thing. There's just a feeling of newness, change here. And then comes the future, where after the challenge, which I feel that's what it is, the challenge, like there's someone around you that doesn't really appreciate this, maybe. Like it's like, no. Or it could be you that is lying to yourself, that you think that this is actually what people want, this is what should be happening right now. Maybe you're bringing on a lot of burdens on your shoulders. Maybe you're not really listening to your intuition. Maybe there's something else that you're not seeing here, and that you need to see. You have to look even further. Maybe this is too surface level. Maybe you're seeing it as what it should be. Like what is coming to you, like, oh, this looks like a really great project. This looks like a really good relationship. This looks like a really thing. And it looks really good on the outside. But maybe your moon is asking you, can you go a little deeper, please? Pisces, you need to go just a little bit deeper, because you don't realize what's coming. And, you know, a Ten of Wands is like releasing this burden, right? But you still had it. So I almost feel like if you go a little deeper, this still can happen. It can be still freaking amazing. But it's time to look at it with a different perspective. And if you do, you'll be actually doing yourself a favor, because you'll be releasing a lot of things that are not necessary in this project. That maybe releasing a lot of people, releasing a lot of extra money, whatever it is. That could be a project. And if a relationship, you could releasing like insecurities and all this. Like, I just feel like it's like a necessary path that you need to take. And the moon has come up to show us that, because you're heading towards rest. You're heading towards a place of calm and accomplishment. Like, you've done good. You can rest your mind now. But I really feel like you need to work with people. You need to like lift people up, perhaps, with this. Lift people up, lift your employees up, lift the people that you're working with up. Your relation, like, try not to bring people down, demean people. Try not to bring people like the moon. Like, as much as the moon is really like spiritual, there's that heaviness about the moon. It's heavy emotions. Like, you could be using a lot of that energy to make people feel guilty around you without even you knowing. Make it condescend. You know, there's that energy that might be showing up here, and that will show up here as the heaviness, and that where you need to release it, and you'll step into awareness of it, and you say, okay, I see what I'm doing here. I need to step into awareness, let go, because I need to find my peace again. So you're kind of in your way. Your thoughts, your emotions are getting in the way of all of what is going on around you. There's this beautiful flow coming in at the beginning of the week. In the middle, you're like working really well. Then at one point you hit a snag. You're going to hit a trigger. You're going to hit like a moment where a tough decision needs to be made, or like a huge responsibility on your shoulders, and it's up to you to worm your way out of the ego that what's going to come in and it's going to say, no, you need to do this. You really need to tap into your heart, because your Four of Swords is the ultimate goal. Right? Which is beautiful. It's like luxuriating in her little house here of like garden or whatever. Really finding that peace, which you will find in the future here. So the advice is nice. Claim your power. Pisces. It's almost like the color of your goldfish, his nose. It's like, yeah, there's going to be some like rough, like a little bit of rough time, but not really that much. It's just that I just feel like the Ten of Wands showing up here to me is more because you've avoided, maybe. You've avoided telling someone something. You've avoided, you're afraid to talk to someone about how you feel about them. Like whether it's an employee, a colleague, a relationship, a friend, whatever. It's just this like avoidance energy. And because of that avoidance energy, you had to like go through this to get to the Four of Swords. And then it's like, claim your power back. You know, just like be you. Do you, Pisces. Just do you. Like I said to every sign, it's time like you stop worrying about everyone around you. Like, obviously don't be like if you're a boss or a colleague, don't be like an asshole. Like you have to like stomp on people. If that's you, then that's not the greatest you, right? Be the best version of yourself. Compassionate and kindness is who we are. Don't be nice to be nice. Be kind. It's a different thing. That's your power. Like the fierceness, we always like, oh, it's like strength and like status, and it's not. The tiger is fierce when he looks for his prey, but is gentle with his like his family. Still compassionate and loving with his family. So no, like let's get out of that idea of like status, power, blah. Claim your powers, claim your kindness. Building blocks. See, there's something again, like I feel like you're in the process. Like it's almost like you're in the process of doing something completely new in your life. Changing things up, changing the way you work, changing your relationship, changing the way you live. Maybe you're building a home. I don't know, but there's like it feels very positive and uplifting and very creative. Love it. Maybe it's the colors of the cards, but there's this newness about it. And the only thing that's like standing is you in your way, because you're too emotional about it. You're too worried about how others are going to feel. There's too much happening here around you for you to think clearly. And that's why I claim your power is like just do what's best for the company, do what's best for your project, do what's best for your relationship, but what is best for you as well, and for the whole, because we're all here as a whole. Like, it's not like do what's best for your relationship and be like mean and like violent and whatever. Like I'm use your common sense right here, right? I don't have to tell you this either. There's a very interesting you're going through a process of release, because the 10 of Wands at the end of the day is the end of a journey. So the end of all these responsibilities, the end of all this heaviness, you're moving into something very freeing. The only thing, the only obstacle here is you, and it's not even the 10 of Wands to me. You need to listen to your intuition. You need to listen to your heart. You need to start listening into that soul, that inner knowing. You know what to do. The snake knows what it needs to do. It slithers and sneaky, whatever, but it's like it's just going to look for food, like everybody else. You're working to make money for food, right? It's just the same thing. Tap into the knowing, though. The only reason a snake bites back is because he's being poked at. So, your full moon advice cards is clear your mind. Love it. Clear your mind. Clear your mind, Pisces. Because your mind, your emotions, which is all in your mind, by the way. Your emotions are not here. You're all in your mind. Clear those emotions up so that you are doing things for the right reasons, right? Do it because you feel it in your heart. And leave the past behind. When you're shedding that skin and you're leaving the past behind, stop thinking of what was. For me, you're moving into something really amazing. New. Fresh. Like, I can't even explain it. I really feel like some of you are, I don't know if any of you are, but are in a creative field, like could you artists, interior decorators, like fashion, something like that. It just feels great. Like, go for it. Like, go all in. Clear that mind of yours. Leave your past of who you used to be behind you, and try not to dive too deep into those emotions that really want to drown you. Try to tap into the best part of you, which is a freaking intuition and that knowing. So, because the goal is Four of Swords. We all want to be here. All right, this is your reading, Pisces. I'm very happy because it's not an intense reading. It's actually a normal reading. Yes. Enjoy these creative energies coming in for you. I love you. Check your rising and your moon for other messages. Also like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the thanks button for a little bit of appreciation. That would be nice. And if you leave a comment below, I will add you to I'm going to do a spring tarot reading giveaway. So what's happening in spring for you, what's waiting for you. I love you so much. Have a beautiful week. Bye.